pushing till I get it right. Yeah, these days I've been wide awake, I never sleep late. Got a lot to do, I treat a Sunday like a weekday. Do it for my son, set the table, I need 3 plates. Have my cake and eat it, baby, don't forget the cheesecake. Got it, yeah, they know I got it. Confidence contagious, so the ones around me caught it. Everybody waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still I'm never stopping. No, that is not a, yeah. Pushing myself to the limit, I set a goal, but still I never feel enough when I get it. Cause when I go and all these feelings overflow to the ceiling, it's like a hole just open up and I don't know how to feel it. I tell them, look, I don't make mistakes, the mistakes made me. Drop songs when I write them out.
Alright, what's up everyone?
They
Welcome
focus
in.
on the image now, but
what
that
up,
ain't me. A lot of rats taking pics, that's why
how
they
you
say
guys doing?
cheese.
Happy Monday.
Lately I've been feeling like there's something off. A lot of friends used to show me love, ain't showing love at all. Yeah, only cheer me on when I was underdog. Running up the numbers, everybody keep on running off. Funny how they wanted me to win until I passed them. Now all of a sudden they be talking in the past tense. He was this, he was that, like I changed up. Had a kid, I'm a dad, gotta make funds these days. Everybody
Cheers,
focus on the he say and she say. Acting up and trying to make a scene like a screenplay. Try to be original but end up as a remake. Spend a lot of time thinking about how I'ma be great. I just stick to the plan. Yeah, I'm focused on the music, not a pick for the gram. Stay true to my supporters, yes I did it for them. So even when I get hot, never switch on a fan. These days I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets.
Okay, cool. Captain, what's happening? What up, Ryder? Good to see you guys. Good to see y'all. What up, Ron? Big Ron in the building. Yo. All right, welcome. How you guys feeling? Hello? Hello? Happy Monday. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope y'all had a great weekend. What's up, Serge? What up, Yogi? What up, NK Capital? DJ Scratchers in the house. D-Dub in the building. Energy in the building. Dylan in the building. All right, let's go. Let's go. What up, Angel? Back to business, baby. Back to business. What up, Moonchild? Moonchild in the building. What's good, Soho? Soho in the building. Yo, ET in the house. What's good, brother? What's good? What's up, Lewis? What up, Adam? Good to see you. Rich Liz in the building. Rich Liz in the building. What's up, Andreas? What up, what up? All right, welcome in, everyone. Great to see you guys. Great to see y'all. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. And we're back. We're back to work, man. So it's always nice to have a nice little break, a little weekend, but always feels good to be back at the desk. So we're going to get started here. Let's go ahead and pray real quick, and then we'll begin the session here, all right? Let's do it. Father God, I thank you for this group of individuals here, Lord. I thank you for allowing us to gather and do this every single day where we can reach people from all over the world. I thank you that your reach is there is no limit to it. So we thank you for just bringing more workers into the field, for we know that the harvest is plentiful, and we thank you for it in advance. So Lord, we just pray that you would bless this session. I pray for each and every individual, and I thank you for them, and just ask that you would bless them and take care of us here in this session as we walk through it. So we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Let's do it. Let's do this. I hope you had a good weekend. Welcome back to another New York Live session, another week of streams, and it should be a good one. So I hope you guys have reviewed your trades over the weekend and you are ready to go here this week. So let's go ahead and get into it. Today is Monday. It is August the 10th, and it's another day for us. Another day for us to be patient, to be disciplined, to follow our system and our plan by all means necessary. So last week we had ADP, we had NFP come in, and that is officially behind us now. So we'll see if what this week can bring, but it should be pretty good here. Let's see, tomorrow we just got some yellow folders. Today we don't have too much. There's a couple of Fed meetings later on in the day. Tomorrow we got some yellow folders. Wednesday, which is the 12th, we will have CPI coming out, so we will have some heavy news coming in this week here at 8:30 on Wednesday. And then Thursday we will also have PPI, so you have some red folders coming in at 8:30 as well. And then obviously we're typically going to be in the news the rest of the day there on Thursday with the US dollar, and then Friday, which is the 14th, will be the 8:30 news as well. You have some orange folders with core retail sales. So that's a little bit of the lay of the land here for this week. Should be a great week. Let's make it a productive one. Next week, I actually will not be live on YouTube, so only in the Clubhouse next week. I'm going to be doing some traveling, and yeah, so just Clubhouse. So let's make this one count here, and let's get into a fresh top-down analysis. Y'all ready? How's my music? If you guys can, give the stream a like for me. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel and show up for your future and your success every day. Take advantage of the opportunity where you have to sit down with other traders and be able to watch them, maybe traders that are more advanced than you, who are getting better results than you, maybe who are making money that you would like to make one day. Maybe they're in life where you want to be. You cannot take these live streams for granted, all right? Y'all ready? We good? Philippe in the house. A smidge lower for YouTube? Okay. YouTube, how do you guys feel about that? A smidge lower or what? What do you think? Or are we good? We gotta wait for YouTube. 5-second delay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, great. All right, let's do this. Let's get into it. Let me remove the chat so I don't get distracted by Philippe. But you already know, lock in like Philippe, and let's see what we got going on here today from a technical standpoint. So we'll look at gold, we'll look at the NASDAQ, and then we'll see what we can come up with and plan our trades here for today. So let's talk about gold first. So this is the daily time frame on gold, and we'll see what we're gonna do here. We got a brand new week ahead of us. It looks like on Friday we did end up closing pretty strong bullish here for the most part, right? You got a nice engulf. Oh, I'm sorry, this is NQ here. Let's do NQ first. So NQ has a nice strong bullish candle here, right? That closed pretty well. I mean, we've been moving up for a while, created support here on the daily time frame on Friday, and you know, I think we could use a lower wick on the daily candle, but then ultimately we should be able to snag that wick fill here on NQ for the most part. So we'll see what's going to happen. The candle slightly, I would say, closed above the range, so we should be good to fill that range and, you know, fill that wick at the same time. But I do think we're going to need a lower wick, and that's probably what this daily candle is coming down to do at the moment. So excuse me, why don't we drop down to the 4 hour? Let's see what's happening, because it's pretty abrupt here. So you've been moving up for a while now. 4 hour candle, current 4 hour candle is coming crashing down, most likely heading into that wick fill here on this candle. So we're pretty bearish. We're breaking through the lows. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour has been moving down for 1, 2, 3. So the entire 4 hour candle, we've been moving down here on NQ. Looks like you got a lovely closure. I don't know if any of you guys are in this, but wow, yeah, beautiful move here on the NASDAQ. A little overextended, but not too bad on the 1 hour. You finally closed below the range. You had clean traffic to the left, going against the 4 hour. So I don't know, maybe some of you guys are in it, maybe not, but ultimately I don't think you closed below the 30 minutes. So either way here, NQ has been moving down for a little bit. Would love to see maybe a retracement, you know, out of the 30-minute time frame, and maybe continue moving bearish if this candle closes bearish, right? You got to get a 4 hour closure. Once we get a 4 hour closure, we're likely to see a pullback, right, with this top wick, and then yeah, maybe we can continue moving down here on NQ today for that bottom wick, or we watch how this 4 hour candle closes, right? If we close at that support level, right, and especially if we close a no bottom wick, then now we can say, okay, the daily low is in, right? And I think it's time for that daily candle to start moving back up, right? We all talked about the daily candle just a minute ago about possibly coming down to get a low and then shooting back up off this closure above. So we'll see about all that, but we'll hang tight. We'll see what price wants to do. Probably going to wait for a 4 hour closure in about an hour and a half on NQ, and then we'll go from there. So that's pretty much where I'm at on NQ. We'll see how we do here. If maybe we can anticipate that 4 hour candle pulling back up. So if the 4 hour candle currently looks like this, if we get any sort of support, right, or anything like that, where we can maybe see if we can catch price going back up to push that 4 hour candle up here to leave a bottom wick on it, right? I think we can use a good bottom wick, and then that'll just look like a nice move up here. So then probably wait for a fake out, because you'll likely get a top wick and then price to move back down. So we don't want to get caught up in this, right, and then just have price go back down. So maybe we'll take the buys on the way up. Maybe we'll see how the 4 hour candle closes. We'll see what happens. We'll let price action and candlesticks guide us during the session, but either way, we're gonna have to tap support and show some sorts of rejection or something like that to go against this trend here. So that is pretty much NQ. Let's move over to Goldie. Let's take a look at gold and see what's cooking over here today. And let's start on the daily. So it looks like the daily candle, actually last week we really made a major effort, right? Especially the last couple days, excuse me, of I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We had a really, really nice push up. So we talked about, this range here. We've been traveling in this range or trading in this range for a while now, and it's been brutal, right? Daily candle's been back and forth. You finally get a closure above that level of support, which now pushes us into this new range here, right? So we call this like the green range. Let's call it the green range, right? So now we're in this green range as we get our closure above the zone here. So as we always talk about, usually the big push is likely to wait, right? You usually won't get it on the very next daily candle. It'll typically wait, right? That'll kind of throw some liquidity, see if price wants to close back below. In this case, we didn't, and we ended up moving bullish here on that third candle, right? And that is what filled the range here. So we've officially filled the green range at this point. We've officially tapped target on in that green range, and we'll see what we want to do from here. So yes, of course, the daily candle can continue to move bullish, right, and move up here. We got a lot of clean range still to go, but we'll see how price reacts here because we definitely are at the top of that zone. So let's mark that zone off real quick on the daily. Let's drop down to the 4 hour real quick, and let's see what's happening here. So 4 hour is trying, right, to get back above here, but it's just unable to do it. You've got a support sitting right here on the 4 hour chart. You have resistance sitting right here, and this is pretty much our 4 hour range at the moment. So we are tapping into support now. We did, I don't know, man, nice move, man. Resistance formed, stayed below the zone here, and beautiful move here on the 4 hour chart over the last couple hours. So not sure if there was any moves in that 4 hour push down, but we'll take a look at that. We are starting to tap into that 4 hour support though at the moment, so let's keep that in mind. That could be the daily bottom wick for us to start moving back up here. So let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is coming into support as well. Looks like we've just been pushing down. Yeah, very, very nice 4 hour closure, and then you had that next one start moving down here. So probably gonna wait and see how we do when we tap into support, but if we can catch any type of moves back up here with that daily being bullish, I think this will be a pretty good idea. Or I sit here and wait for range 2 sells. So let's see what's going on here. So you got a little bit of chop. I think that we could probably find some sort of hesitation or rejection somewhere in this zone here now on the 30-minute or the 15-minute time frame. So we never close below on the 15. Let's use this as a little bit of an observation zone here and see if we can get any sort of rejection right out of this zone. And if we can, then we can anticipate that daily candle moving all the way back up now to flip bullish. And I don't really know if we get a run out of the daily candle today with it being at resistance, but it's a Monday. I could definitely see us fluctuating, right, and then moving back up towards, the daily flip and whatnot. So if we can get a support right here, everything looks good to move back into like 43 or really 4400-ish, somewhere back up here about 4400. So that'll kind of be my first trading idea of the day, is can we get price to move back up? I'm definitely closing partials when I get to resistance this time, and then we'll see if price can move back up further along here up into this next resistance up here. So let's see if we can get a support to form, and if we can, if it's a good clean support, then we can look to go long here at what time is it? Either 8:45 or 9 a.m. right? We get this candle closure, and then we got support formed now right where that previous support was. If we look what happened last time, we kind of pushed up, and then that would kind of be the idea here, is to fill that range, right? Close partials there. Close partials there. Close partials there this time, and yeah, and then we see if we get a runner to move up and continue moving bullish there. So that is my plan for today. I don't know what your plan is, but that's mine, and hopefully it lines up a little bit. If you guys have any questions, let me know, but that seems to be the pretty straightforward game plan on gold today. And then the other idea is, if we don't move up, right, and we get some sort of a range 2 sell idea, then I think we could start pushing back down, and that 4 hour candle might continue pushing through support here. So we'll see. Everything is pretty bullish for the most part though. Daily is bullish, making a bottom wick. 4 hour is bearish, but we're at support, potentially rejecting off of here. 1 hour candle, we're got that little observation zone, and then we're trying to see if we can get like a 30-minute support, 15-minute support, something like that going on here. So that is that's the plan for the day on gold, and we'll see what we can do moving forward. But it's 8:37, so let's wait. It would be amazing if we can drive back down into the zone, tap like 80, 82, and then kind of fake out back above here. So we'll see what happens from here, but we got plenty of range to go if we're moving up, and then if we're moving down, we'll wait for some type of fake outs or liquidity to get grabbed, and then look for price to go back down. All right, that's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, same analysis. Okay, let's go. Love it. I like it. Perfect. Same analysis. All right, DJ Scratches. No surprise, bro. No surprise. All right. How was everyone's weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend? Yo. Friday, though. No accounts blown today. No accounts. Definitely taking partials after last week. Yeah, good idea. Yo, price taps resistance perfectly last week. But we're not going to talk about that. I did enough review over that one over the weekend. Get this phone charged because we're at 1%. 1%. Okay. Can you explain a little bit about partials? How do you know when to take them? The process behind it. Yeah, so you want to trade structure, right? So you want to really look at your trade and say, hey, you know, if I'm going to enter right here, and I know that anytime I have clean range, meaning like where candles are just kind of pushing down all in a row like that. See how it's like, you see this is not clean range. So like it's all choppy over here. That's not clean range, but let's say like right up here is nice and clean, right? If we go to the 1 hour chart, look at this. It's all like just nice and clean. So what you want to do is you want to look for small minor levels of resistance or support, right? Resistance if you're going up. So in this case, like if we take this trade off the 30-minute, excuse me, at 9:30, well, I know that there's volume coming in. I know on the 30-minute we have clean range moving up to 44.02. So I will likely look to wait for a lower wick, and then that's where I want to take some partials. Now, there's also some hesitation right here that I should look into on the lower time frame. So you see how it's not so clean? Like this is clean right here. That green candle, clean, right? This one right here, this red candle, clean. But you see how there's like a little bit of fugazi going on here, you know, a little bit of highway robbery potentially. So I want to identify what that looks like on the 15-minute chart. And if I see here, that's a resistance now. So what I'm going to do is, even though I had plans to holding until 44.03, I'm going to take some partials around 97 here, because right at 97 is, especially if we can get the buy from down here, you know, that's enough room for me to take advantage of a trade there. So I'm going to look for market structure, like little levels of resistance when I'm going up or levels of support when I'm going down, that I can look to close some partials at. So usually when you have volume in the market, which is usually how I tend to trade, when there's volume in the market, you have a really good chance of these ranges being filled. So that's what I look to take advantage of, collect my base hit, and then I'll let runners continue going. So let's say that 15-minute resistance wasn't there, then I'd just be strictly looking at the 30-minute chart and then looking to trade all the way up into this high right up here. So that's a little bit about partials, and there's also wick fills and so much to go through and go over, but that's just a little bit of some partials. Yes. Usually I am so on the money with my partials, but on Friday I let one go, and I over the weekend I still agree that it was for good reasons. You know, you had 9:30, you had a lot of volume, you had all the direction on the higher time frame. So I still liked holding it, but there's no doubt about it that the money was, you know, in my lap, and you know, I had a chance to take it and didn't. But yeah, that's fine. It's gonna happen sometimes. All right, what up, Clubby? How you guys feeling? Partials. Oh snap. Oh yeah. Let's see. How's August been so far? Incredible. Best 10 days of my life. Wow. Just amazing. How about yours? What did I come with after the review? I think I just mentioned it. Yeah, I think it was fine. Hold. Maybe break even. Break even probably would have been the solution there. I lost over $6,000 on that trade, so that you know, it kind of, you basically hit TP and still lost $6K. It's tough one, but it's part of the game. You know, we got to be tougher than the tough ones. I'm not no softy, you know. I can handle some losses, handle some losing. We do a little losing. I can handle it, you know. I can handle it. Is there any specific day or reason for you to trade the Asian sesh, or you always show up? I always show up. I always show up with a positive attitude, a good attitude, and I look for the best trades according to my system. So pretty much every day, every session. I don't bring yesterday's loss or last session's loss into this session. I don't take it out on my family. If you seen me after the live stream, you wouldn't know if I made $6,000 or lost $6,000. I just keep it very straightforward and business as usual. I try not to get too much in the way of, you know, what's going on here. Wow, my phone almost died. How do you manage not being triggered by that type of scenario? I'm a positive guy, brother. I work on positive mindsets, positive attitudes, perspective. You know, you got to keep it positive, man. Only little babies cry about stuff like that. Wah, wah. Plus, I have kids, you know, so I know what it's like to be a little baby. And I don't want to be a little baby. You got to keep a positive attitude, man. You know, you really do. And then you got to, like, you all know I trade on system all the time. I don't really leave edge. So that helps a lot too, knowing, hey, I don't leave edge. You know, I just stay on edge, and whatever happens next is going to be part of edge too. So, all right, what do you guys say? You want to take a buy off that support, or you want to wait for a 30 closure? We get a 30 closure. We get an hour closure potentially. We get yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, hour, 30. I think that would be pretty good. 30 closure would be fire. 15 didn't really close that strong here, so. Plus, you got no bottom wick. You're forced to wait. You're forced. Do I still take buys in the 15 if it's not closed yet? No, I was going to wait for the closure. But we didn't close that strong. Plus, we don't have a lower wick on this candle yet, so I don't mind sitting tight and waiting on the 30-minute. We'll have a new hour candle as well at that point. Yee. Let's go. Oh, you guys want to wait? Okay, let's wait. 845 danger. You don't want to be a part of the 845 danger? Can I explain Asian trade? Asian session trade. Let me see. I think I have a screenshot. It was it was NQ. Gold was chalked. Really chalked. So it was NQ, and it was a buy position. It was a inverted celery, and it was sitting right here. So I took a buy off of that candle. Price pushed up, filled. There was a little zone over here to the left. Took some partials, and yeah, hit break even. Eventually, I think we came down, and then we shot straight back up there. So I think full target got hit, but not after going into draw. I don't know if we would have got stopped on this or not, but yeah, you know what? I think there was like some lethal candle that just came straight down, and then it just popped straight back up and like hit these targets here. So yeah, I just got it in and out off the wick fill, and that was that. That was that. Oh my gosh, me and the whole team were waiting for this 9:30 closure too, and it was looking perfect. Yo, chat, where was that? Hey, who reminded me of that? Sandy Links. That was just straight up disrespectful. Like, price looks so good. Literally, the 30-minute was about to close below the range. The 15-minute time frame looked like this. The whole entire... Bro, there was 5 seconds left on the candle. 5 seconds left. You had a beautiful closure. The 30 was closing. The 15 was about to close. We were going to have sell stops sitting right here on the break of those lows. And I kid you not, like, zero exaggeration, this thing pushed down in the last 5 seconds like that and closed a no bottom wick. And hey, we popped up from there though, right? So good thing we didn't get involved in that. Where was that? That was where was it, gang? Where was it? Yeah, that was nasty. That was messed up. Was that here? No, I can't find it. I forget. 9:30. Here. Right here. You had all this clean range to the left. Oh my god, it was about to be perfect. Yeah, this one right here. Right there. Boom. You had all that clean range. You had this candle right here sitting like celery play. And then in the last 5 seconds, we broke that low, drove all the way down, and then closed a no bottom wick. So obviously we couldn't get in after that. And good thing we didn't. Good thing we followed our plan, because what do you know? Whoopsies. Right back up there. So, but good idea. Good trading idea for sure. Almost had it. You know, I'm happy that happened for once when we weren't on the live stream. Yeah. It's like, oh my god, it happens not on the live stream too? Thank God. What the heck? It was wild. I'm likely your therapist in business. Let's go, brother. Where can I send the invoice? Yeah. How do you manage a trade? How do you decide to cut the trade? I have like all videos on that, but it just depends on if you want to manage based off like impulsively based off of highs and lows breaking, or excuse me, off of closures. So I teach two different ways to manage risk. One impulsively off of break of lows or highs, and then the other would obviously be the one that I tend to use a little bit more, which is going to be off of ranges and candle closures. So I think either one of those ways are probably going to be best. If you want to cut losses really short, then I would go with the first example, which is to manage impulsively. So off of like let's say you got into a buy position here, and you know, price kind of went up, but you didn't do anything, and it came down. You can go back. You can basically close half here, and then just move your stop from like down here to here. So now you know, okay, you close half, right? You moved up. You weren't able to get any partials. As price came down, you close half, and now you move your stop loss basically and cut that in half, right? So if you were risking $100 to begin with down here, and let's say as price came back down to your break even, you cut 50%. So that means now if this stop loss gets hit, you're only losing $50, right? But now what happens is you move the stop up to the current candle low, and now you even cut that in half, right? So now where you were risking $100 on a trade, you're now risking 25, or at least get out with a $25 loss, and that means that you still have $75 of risk to basically trade on your next candle. So yeah, I hope y'all hear that. I hope you heard it. But a great way to manage risk and keep your losses small. Just know that your losses may add up a little bit when you're doing it that way, as opposed to, you know, maybe you might have a couple more red days on your calendar, but they'll be smaller. You know, as opposed to like some of my red days, they're not gonna be as much, but they're gonna be a little bigger, because usually when I get my stop loss, I tend to hit my full stop loss. I usually don't get chances to manage. Sometimes I do, most times I don't. So it just depends on what makes you feel better. What makes me feel better is just having green stacked on the board every day. And then, you know what, if I take a red day, right, it's okay. Like, I'm okay with that. As long as I continue to kind of put green on the board, my mind feels at ease, so to speak. So there's no right or wrong. It's just which way makes your mind feel at ease. You know, maybe you don't want to take big losses. Maybe your mind is a little bit more at ease and you can trade a lot better when you're keeping your losses small. So there's no right or wrong. It's just, does it make you money or not? You know, does it put you in a better position to win or not? Please separate the course from the clubhouse to purchase. Ah, my God, we've gotten so much of that. I'll think about it. Yeah, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome, Clinton. All right, well, let's see if we got 6 minutes here on a closure. 30 minutes looking good. We'll see how we can close here in just a few minutes. Johnny Gems, what's poppin'? How are ya? Happy Monday.
Yo, my man. Good morning, brother. Happy Monday. How we feeling?
Incredible, you?
Awesome, man. Feeling amazing. Blessed and highly favored. Grateful to be here, ready to crush life. And today,
Same.
Let's do it.
Yeah, me too. Fired up.
Same here, bro. Fired up to follow those trading rules, man. Another day at it. What's up, chat?
What are you looking for here today?
I'm looking for buys, like a support formed on golds. Take the buys coming back up. I've seen the 4 hours tap at target, so
yeah,
it's just about, finding that setup now to go back up.
Yes, sir. I agree.
You too?
Yeah, we'll see.
Nice. All right, bet.
We'll see. How's it feel to be back home?
Feels amazing, dude.
Long trip?
Yes, bro. Yeah, it was good. It was a great road trip, really. But yeah, it feels so good to be back. When you're gone for that long, you really appreciate, where you were at before. So yeah, I was really looking forward to it.
How you liking the weather?
I like it. I like it.
It's hot.
I can embrace that hot weather. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's good. This morning too is nice. I love the morning times down here.
Yeah, morning.
I went for a nice walk. Morning was nice weather, so yeah, I love it.
All right, let's go.
Yes,
well, it's
sir.
good to see Melly. Yes, sir. It was marvelous, brother. Marvelous. How was your weekend?
Yo, what up, C Melly?
We still playing tomorrow or what? We getting a round in?
Yo, that's for sure. I'm looking forward to that round.
Yo, what up,
You guys
Rob?
gotta make
Good to
sure
see you,
that's
man.
booked.
What'd you say, John?
You got to make sure that's booked for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We should have no problem.
Yeah, it's called today. It'll be fun. What up, Rob? How you doing, bro?
I'll talk to Bill, if there's any problem.
For
Let's
real,
talk
bro.
to Bill. Have him square it away, settle it up.
Yo, he'll get us right. Cool.
Is Neville playing in my background? No. Nope. He might be playing in your head.
Yeah.
Sometimes
You
I
may
hear,
hear it on my end,
Neville
but-
in my head.
For real. Bro, sometimes I hear this background music in my head. That's on
Yeah,
right
right.
now.
Every time I'm thinking about like getting into a trade, I hear this music. I'm like, all right.
Yep.
What up, Ra? Ra, 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 ra. Ra, 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 ra. What up, Austin? Good to see you, man. When we booking it? Where's C Melly? Did he respond?
Austin, you're ready, bro. I know Austin's ready to play. Yes, I don't know. C Melly didn't let us know.
Nah, he would. I don't think he'd ever miss it. If he booked it and said he would be there, I'd be shocked.
Facts, same. Yeah, you took a trade today?
In Asian.
Nice.
Yeah, it was inverted seller here. It's like
nice.
Broke the low.
It's clean.
Yeah, nice clean move.
Good freaking close, bro. What the heck?
Yeah, I mean price pushed all the way up here.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But yeah, it was a good close in the moment.
Nice, bro. What time was that at?
That was I think like around 7:45 or something.
Oh, cool.
It was early.
Nice.
Does Bill know he's in? Yes. Yeah, Bill. I gotta let Bill know. I gotta get Bill on the vlog tomorrow. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Let's do it.
Did you guys watch the golf at all or no?
Like a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah. Did you?
A little bit. We got I think the playoffs now, right? I don't know. It's really my first time watching golf like for a full year. So is that how it goes? Is it like playoffs now or is it talk to me?
Yeah, let us know,
Tournament. Took 2 trades today. Oh, nice, bro. What'd you take? I didn't see much on gold. Yeah, not much. All right, let's see what happens here. We may get a closure in just a moment. We need a bottom wick and all that, of course. All right, does the 1 hour and the 4 hour start popping up? That is the question. Millie rocks, see Millie. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can get a bottom wick here on this candle. No rush. It's the new hour, so no rush. Like, let's wait for things to set up here. Got about 111 pips ish. So let's see what happens. 15 pack runner would be fantastic here. Yeah, 1 hour could possibly pop here. Going to the tournament in Memphis. Hey, let's go. Is that where the next one is? Oh, Rory's playing. I haven't seen Rory playing in a bit. Are we buying now? We're looking for a buy now. Yep. I want to see a decent lower wick on this candle. This is a new hourly candle as well. A 15 pack runner would be nice. We don't necessarily need it, but it would be good. But I definitely want to see this candle open up and give it at least 1 minute or so. 15 pack would be great, yeah. If you want to wait for the 1 hour inverted celery too, like enter on the break of the 1 hour highs, that's not the worst in the world either. But if we can get a decent low on this candle, I like the buys here. What up, Dominic? Yo. 1 hour does look good. Yep. Yeah, it does. $15 pack. What up, Magnus? There he is. The Viking. The Viking. How we doing with ranges here? All right, we're getting back. We're getting back into the swing of it all. If we can get the resistance on the 15, yeah, if we can get a pack runner here, I'm gonna base this mainly off the 30. and look to execute off the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, if price pushes back up, you know, first we got to grab that pack though and make that low. Yeah, that's going to be good for me. So I'm going to have a buy stop here on gold. And let's see if we can move on up. Yeah, it might happen on the next 15-minute candle. We'll see, but that's going to be perfect lower wick for me. All right, cool. Clinky. Oh, that's a goodie. All right, good. That was the 30 pack too. The reason we want to wait for that pack is because like this could still move down, right? 4 hours still bearish, 1 hour still bearish, 15 is, you know, kind of playing around here, so we can still move down. So now that we got the pack, I think this is perfect. Check on NQ here too. Yeah, NQ we want to see some sort of a pullback. We're gonna wait for the. I'm gonna wait on the 4-hour closure here on NQ. Make sure we close bear. In that process, it would be nice if we can pull back, right? Leave a bottom wick on this 4-hour candle, and then maybe get a wick fill on the next candle. All right, Johnny Gems. Let's see what Goldie got for us here today.
See ya, bro. Anticipating these buys here.
So, okay, so let's go over this. So daily bullish, right? Daily technically bullish. 4-hour has tapped support. So we've tapped support on the 4-hour. The 1 hour has been moving down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. This will be the 7th 1-hour candle. You have a resistance formed. Strong candle off resistance. Strong candle. Okay, strong. Weak, weak. And now we'll see what this one's bringing us. But doesn't it look like the volume to the downside is slowing up a little bit when you look at this candle and that candle, and then you look at this candle and that candle, right? So we might be slowing up here on the 1-hour chart, which will ultimately lead this 1 hour to go a different direction. And what do we know about the 9 a.m. candle in the New York session? This is likely to be one of the biggest sessions. I'm sorry, the biggest 1-hour candles of all 1-hour candles the entire day, right? So you might see that big pullback on this candle right here because you've got 9, you've got 9:15, you've got 9:30, you've got the open, and a lot of volume coming into play here. So this could be where we decide to, you know, start pushing up and moving back up here on that daily candle after 4-hour is at support. So what are some of the cons here? 15-minute, you know, kind of whatever here, but we're going to use that pack runner to justify this 15-minute, or at least I am, right? And then you have a little resistance here. But again, you know, going to use this pack runner now to justify the fact that we did not go down. If we re-break the highs, then we should get our push up that we're looking for and our rejection off that 4-hour chart. So that's kind of the idea here. NQ, yeah, NQ's also creeping on a come up here. Yeah, Rob, pretty much for all those reasons that I just explained. Partials for me, yeah, so partials for me is not going to be at 4,400. Yeah, right around like 44, somewhere in this block here, somewhere in the middle of this little profit block. Let's call it the profit block.
I like that.
So we break the highs, we shoot into that zone, and then we look to take partials somewhere around here. Stops for me are going to be below the lows, so probably 43.80. 43.80. Would like to see a little. I mean, I like that. That's good pack here. I'm pretty satisfied with that.
Yeah, that's the pack. Just got the wick too.
Yep.
I love those packs where it just like breaks the low of the previous candle or the high of the previous candle, and then that's really it. Just once it breaks that low, it just starts pushing back up. Like that's one of my favorite packs.
Same. Why not current candle entry after the pack? The previous is just slightly more confirmed, but yeah. If you guys like current, go for it. It's about 10 pip difference.
When there's not much of a difference like that, it just makes way more sense to go with the more conservative, path and entry, which is going to be the previous candle here, right? Because it's only a 10 pip difference. So there's a much stronger confirmation based on probabilities for price to push up, breaking that previous high versus the current candle high when it's literally a 5 to 10 pip difference.
Yeah,
it can make the biggest difference in your trade.
Yeah, I think if it was more of like a distance like that, then yeah, current candle for sure.
Yep.
All right, we're swinging the bat on a Monday here. Let's see what we can do. Swinging a bat.
This game involves risk, so you want the best confirmations, right? When taking these risks and taking these bets.
Yep.
Something you could be confident in.
All right, perfect. Clinky, you back from your trip, or you still tripping? You tripping, or you back?
Wasn't he back last week, I thought?
I'm about to trip next week.
Oh yeah,
Chat,
you are.
no YouTube live stream at all next week, Monday through Friday. So we'll be in the clubhouse same time as always, but I won't have my OBS or my nothing like that with me. So.
Will you bring the laptop? Or the...
Yeah, I'll bring my laptop and all that. Yep.
Got you. You bring the iMac Mini? Is it called?
Nah. I'm just gonna bring my laptop.
Nice. Damn, YouTube chat might need to get in the clubhouse for next week. Gotta act on that.
Little clubhouse vibes only next week.
Yeah.
All right, can we get activated here? 15, grab the pack. We'll see if we can continue moving up. Oh, 5 minute rule. 5 minute. Oh yeah, let's get rid of this here. So I'm gonna delete this for 5 minutes because we also close without a top wick. So if it drives here. Yes, I'm gonna delete that. Thank you. I almost lost track of the time. All right. Hey, you guys can keep it or leave it, but I'm gonna delete with that 5 minutes left. I'm gonna wait for the 15 closure. That might cost me money today, but it won't cost me my my confidence in following my rules, and that's what's really more important than money here today. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. That 5 also closed it out a bottom wick, so let's just hang tight and wait for 5 minutes. All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab some water, and I'll be right back. Cool.
Alrighty, bro.
Cool.
Yep. Hell yeah. Here's something very important to remember, right? When in doubt, stay out. And something I always love to remember too is a forced trade. A mistrade. Let's start off with a mistrade. A mistrade costs you absolutely nothing, right? This trade can go up. This move can go on without us, and nothing here changes for the day, right? Where we don't lose any money, and that's fine. But a forced trade, right? Especially one that's going against the rules, that can cost you your progress, right? I mean, all it takes a couple mistakes to mess up just a great year. I mean, a couple dumb decisions, right? A couple bending the rules, decision making in trading, emotional decision making. All it takes a couple ones of those, right? So that can mess up a whole year's of progress. So it's like, it's always best to just stay patient. When in doubt, follow your trading rules, because less is more. We don't need to take a bunch of trades here this month to be profitable this month, right? So less is more in everything in trading. So let's see what happens here. What is the 5-minute rule? So the 5-minute rule is basically when there's 5 minutes left for a candle closure on the time frame we're entering on, we delete the order, because candlesticks, ranges, they are information, right? And if we have a fresh closure, 15-minute candle closure, right? We're getting information now from this candle that we're gonna use for a trade idea. When the candle is about to close, right, we can get a little bit of different information that can be completely different than our trade idea that we're looking to get into. So if we got in now and the candle closes against us, it's like we might as well just wait for the candle closure, because making money isn't as important, right, as keeping it and protecting it, at least for survival in this game. So that's really the idea, is like, all right, new candle closure is about to happen. Let's delete the orders. Let's wait for that candle to close, and then we can gather the information from there to go for a better confirmation, a better trade, right? Hope that makes some sense. Yeah, if you base it off the 30-minute, then that's fine, right? It's really the time frame you're basing it off of. So just follow that rule, right? If you base it off the 30-minute, then I think it's all good. Just always got to be down for the loss, right? And for the risk that's involved in the trade. Like before I get into a trade, I always like to just go over it with myself and tell myself, like, this is worth the loss, you know? Because a lot of traders like to think like about winning money, but no one thinks about the risk going against, right? Just making money, right? Is we could still lose money on this trade. So of course we can make money, but am I down to lose money on this trade? And I always like to go over that with myself, because I don't like to get into a trade, lose, and then I'm frustrated, right? So I'm always thinking, is this trade worth the loss? And if it is, let's do it. So if that's you in right now, basing this off the 30-minute, that's awesome. Yes, sir. Exactly, ET. Yup, you can visualize it in the webinar. You can do it here right now. Yup, absolutely. And that's the job of a trader, a pro trader, is simply just to show up and follow their rules. Not trying to be right or wrong today, not trying to make money today, just simply trying to be disciplined to the rules that will make the money for them. Kind of like if you have a boss who pays you, you listen to him and what terms what to do, and he pays you for it. Yeah, I know, right? And that's what I'm saying. So like new information comes in, the candle closed with little to no top wick. It's like, that wasn't the same trade we were getting into now, right? So thanks for the 5-minute rule. We get a little bit of information here now that we didn't have 5 minutes ago.
5 more minutes. NQ, we'll see what happens with NQ. Yeah, you might have a beautiful 30 celery coming in. Look at all this clean range to the left. Just marvelous. If we could stay below that zone here, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Goldie, Goldie. What up, Simzy? How you doing?
MZ.
No top wick.
What up, bro? Little one. If you zoom in on it, you can see it. Gotta really zoom in on it though.
Successful traders obsessed with the process of becoming. Yeah, there you go. Yup, that's the big obsession with the process, not the profits. Those that are obsessed over profits tend to lose all of them, but those that are obsessed with the process tend to gain, get all the gains. I'm actually having dinner with someone from SMB Capital next month.
Okay.
Yup.
Nice.
A well-known name.
Man.
Yeah, this kind of sucks here that we closed a no wick at the top. I really like it off the 30. I like it off the 1 hour is not, fully there yet, but yeah. I'm not taking this. You guys go ahead and take it. Let it rip, Tater Chip. I'll wait. Possible NQ celery here. I did like the 30-minute, but now that the 15 closed and no top wick, I'm not taking that. That'd be crazy. But NQ also possibly if it can close below, you got all this clean range to the left. If not, then maybe just maybe we can anticipate, right, the push back up here to leave a bottom wick on this 4 hour candle. We'll see. We'll see about that.
Yeah, Austin, man, I love that, bro.
What?
Just focusing on the process over profits.
Yeah,
right? S&B Capital.
It's pretty cool when you
That's the
study
same
the
exact
pros.
Yep. All the pros will say the same thing. That's the cool thing.
Yep. They speak a certain language. And once you get enough time in the game, you can really understand the language from the pros and the amateurs. They don't even have to talk. All they got to do is type.
Yeah, man. Why wouldn't you want to follow your trading rules over making money, right? When you really think about it logically, your trading rules are designed to make the money for you. Like, so you don't have to go out and try to make the money yourself, right? The trading rules are designed to make it for you. So it's like, just follow that, right? Follow those rules. If you don't have them, then you want to learn some from a profitable trader and follow them. Just makes a lot of sense.
I mean, if you're doing anything long term, then you would want to do it right. So it's just, I think a lot of traders, when they first get in, they don't see the long term. They just think very short term, which is understandable. You got guys posting all these profits and making all this money and, doing all this crazy stuff, right? So, I get it. But look, I mean, you got to adapt eventually and develop a new mindset and understand why they're getting money, right? What are they doing to make the money? And it's not just a technical thing. It's a lot about who they are, their personality, their mentality. So you got to study things like that. And then you'll realize that these guys really put an emphasis on performance over anything. Otherwise, a lot of them get fired because a lot of them actually work for, big hedge funds and whatnot.
Facts, dude. Think about your boss. Think about like if you got hired at a job, right, or some sort of type of income, and you had a boss, right? He wouldn't be talking to you much about the money. He'd be talking to you about, what do you got to do here? Like, what's your job here? Why am I paying you? What are you gonna do for the money? And that's what traders have to do too. They have to do stuff for the money, and really what we have to do is be consistently disciplined to the rules that make the money. And that's your job as a trader, right? So when you really think about it like that, now you have a different mindset showing up every day. Like, I have a job to do versus I gotta make money. Just like any job out there.
Yeah. When you work for these hedge funds, they're more so asking you, show me why I should trust you with my money, right? Why should I let you trade my capital? So these guys go in with a totally different, they're not hoping to pass a prop firm account, right? They're going to prove that they have what it takes to pass the challenge, to stay so process focused and perform well, so that way they can get time on the court, right? Time in the game. So you want to be a big dog? Act like the big dogs. You want to be a little chihuahua? Act like a little chihuahua. Ruff, ruff, ruff. The chihuahuas make all the noise. The big dogs just eat. So
Yes,
What
sir.
up,
So I have a
Simsy?
different mindset.
How are you, brother?
Yeah.
Roberto, how you feeling, big dog? Great to see ya. Here we go. No entry, baby. No wick, no entry, no problem. All right, let me delete this buy stop here. All right, we'll see what happens for 9:30. We'll see. And the 5-minute rule saves us there, you know, because we save money on commissions or a break-even trade, or we're in drawdown now, and we know that 15 tap resistance with no top wick, and it's smelling like trouble. Smelling a lot like trouble.
Yep.
Not locking too good. You don't want to do that to yourself on a Monday also if you can avoid it. What's
Real,
up,
man.
Cannon?
For real,
Cannon.
man.
Cannon.
A lot of times too, like a bad week starts off on a bad day. I mean, you know,
Monday.
on the beginning of the week, right? So Monday you come in and it's like you're fired for a new week, but you make a dumb decision. You break your rules, and now you start the week on a bad tone. Now you gotta now you go into that week with a bad trade, right? It's just like brings your confidence down and gets you emotional. So yeah, it's always best to just remain in the zone.
Then
So
you're on a
start to the end.
heat-seeking mission to turn your week around, and you're just doing too much. Did you guys see the story post that I posted on Instagram? If you guys aren't following me on IG, it's my Instagram account, but I don't think it's up there still, but it was intensity versus consistency. And if you guys seen it, right, it was like pouring water into a pot where a flower was growing. So if you're so intense with that water, it's just going to ruin the flower, right? It's just going to just knock its root down and just mess it all up. But if you kind of just consistently pour water in there, right, then that's where you give that an opportunity to grow. And I'll be honest, a lot of people are just doing too much. You're trying too hard to be, you know, successful in trading. Meanwhile, you probably just got to back up a little bit, back off, get yourself out of the equation, and just let the playbook do the talking. All right, let it make your money. If you hear anything I say today, trust the playbook to make you the money. All right, if you can somehow connect that in your mind by next year, 2027, trust the playbook to make you the money. Man, you're gonna be seeing so many different results. You're gonna trust yourself more, trust your system. You're gonna work way less. I'll tell you that. I see a lot of traders, as you can imagine. I talk to hundreds of traders, right, all the time, and they're just doing the most. Like, they're just doing way too much, right? Way too much work to try and be successful in trading. And it's like, it doesn't work like that, man. It's not your job. This isn't your construction gig where the more hours you put in, the more you work, dude. Right? This is you got to be efficient. You're a sniper here, right? This is a skill that condenses time, and you're failing to realize that, right? You're trying to put all this work. This isn't you don't need to dig a hole, dude. You don't need to dig a hole, right? It doesn't take time, right? Everything is on your side. So use your skill, because in literally 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you can make more money in a day than you made last month working. Right? But you got to shift it. You got to stop bringing your 9-to-5 work ethic into trading. It doesn't operate the same way. So I think a lot of people are just doing too much, right? Trying to really force this thing to happen. Meanwhile, there's no forcing necessary. Nothing.
Facts, bro. Less is more.
2 minute, 2 rules be improved there. 5-minute rule and no wick rule. Yup, exactly, yeah. All right, we'll see if we come back up, man. Might get a little celery action here. We got 3 minutes on a closure, so we'll see. Listen to you in Spanish here in Dominican Republic. Let's go.
Damn.
Let's go.
W.
I got to get my mother-in-law on these Spanish calls. I have a podcast. I don't know if you guys know, but it's in Spanish. Full podcast. It's like an hour long. If any of you guys understand Spanish a lot better than English, then you guys should check it out. It's full-on Spanish podcast.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's epic.
You speak Spanish?
Que lo que? Yeah, a little bit. Poquito, poquito.
Que lo que?
All right, we see what's going to happen here. About 2 minutes on the 30-minute closure. 1 hour still open. 15-minute trying to come back up here. So we'll see. 4 hour just fluctuating.
Vámonos.
The name of the podcast. Sheesh. The name of the podcast. By the way, I got a podcast that I was on last week that'll be dropping on Friday or Saturday this week. Nick Stewart, Spanish. Let's see if YouTube can pull it up. I'm also going to be on, I think, 2 other podcasts next month as well. So got 2 podcasts booked for next month in New York. Some in-person ones.
Nice. Looking forward to hearing those. Bring on the gyms.
I don't see it here, man. Can't find it. Sheesh, Johnny Gems. That's a throwback right there.
I love it. Love it.
For some reason, I can't find it.
Run that one back. Nice, bro. You're in there, though. That's what's up.
Man, I don't think we got anything here for 9:30. No playbook setup.
Nothing, bro.
I mean, I still like the long idea. It's just got some things in the way. Some roadblocks here.
There's just no playbook setup.
Some roadblocks.
I think you know what I like on the 15-minute.
Yeah, like this closure back above would be good.
Yeah. See how the candle closes here.
Might have to wait on the 1 hour support.
You might be rejecting that like zone to the left too.
That's
on
what
the
I'm
30
saying too. A lot of rejection here. Man, I'm trying to remember the podcast, the name of the podcast in Spanish. I don't know why I'm not remembering. I feel like it's like on my Instagram. All right, let's see what happens here. Probably gonna have to sit this 9:30 candle out, unfortunately. We'll see. Maybe on the maybe 9:45. So maybe the first 15, if we can make a low and close above, right? I think that'll work. Something like this. We kind of close as support. That'll be re-breaking the 1 hour highs and all that. Then we can look to move up in that second half of 9:30.
Yeah. I like that. That's what I'm gonna wait on.
Yeah, and once we break through here and close above, then I don't really think we have to really worry about this guy at that point. We can go straight up towards 08. Which way will the volume go? Which way will it go? Let's take a look at NQ here.
Shall we?
Oh, we closed above.
Damn.
Look at that. This is dangerous, boy. Danger. Look at this.
I like that.
Watch it break the low, too.
I think I'm gonna set out on this one. See this money right here? I'm just gonna keep it.
Yeah, about that bread. I'm just gonna hold on to that right now.
Came with a
Look at
couple
that.
hundred to play with today, but I'm gonna hold on to it.
Dirty break of the highs right there. Dirty.
Anyone who had buy stops there, that was entered off pure FOMO.
Just straight up admit it, gang.
Yeah,
It was just straight up FOMO.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The merch, yeah. Hey, we got the designs. So I want to show you guys so bad, but we got the first design done. I think the first 2 designs, and we are just tying up some things and getting ready for the launch. The launch, baby. If you go to timetetrading.com, you'll see that there's a new section there for shop. So they're gonna be up there pretty soon.
Got it.
We're gonna do drops too. So we're gonna make it in different drops. So we'll come out with different designs. We'll drop them. We'll make like a limited amount of everything, and then once everything is basically gone, we'll set up the next drop. It'll be all sorts of stuff. We'll even have like just like regular t-shirts, got streetwear, got gym wear, got golf. We're gonna drop a golf, do a golf drop too. TTE, it's gonna be sick, man. So yeah, we're actually having TTE under an umbrella of a different brand, so that way we can kind of reach traders worldwide, not just TTE traders, but have some sort of a trader fit type of thing going on. And yeah, we're gonna do some cool drops, and the golf drop is definitely one of them that I'm hyped about.
Yeah.
Worldwide available, yeah. State, yeah, not just the states. Yep, pretty much all over. Yeah. Ole! NQ!
Sheesh.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, buddy. Roll like a pinch. NQ is so dirty at 9:30 open. So dirty. But I'd like to catch on to this dirtiness here. I'd like to catch it. Catch on. If this candle closed below the range, I would have probably had a sell stop on the break of the low there. But we closed above. We got some kids wear too that we're dropping. So y'all got kids, we'll get them all dripped out. Handguns and grenades? We'll have to work on those. All right, 9:45 might be setting up here for us. That 1 hour right here, boy.
Yeah.
All right, so buys above here on the closure. Yeah, just NQ, just at 9:30, the volatility is crazy, crazy. So I think most people that trade NQ, I might not be, I don't know how accurate this is, but I think a lot of people who trade NQ and have been trading NQ usually trade it like 15 minutes after the open. So they'll wait, at least everyone that I know who trades successfully. I don't know about your coworker who's supposedly rich off trading, yet still works for $14.50 an hour. I don't know. So he catches every 9:30 move on NQ. But the guys that I know that actually make money trading NQ, they tend to usually wait for like 15 minutes after the open. Yo. Hey, did anyone see that video where the guy goes up to the traders and he's like, "Hey man, what do you do?" He's like, "I'm a day trader, night trader, whatever you want to call it." He goes, "Oh, what do you trade?" He goes, gas stations." Like, he goes, "Oh, really? Like, what?" And he starts asking him questions that he should know as a trader. The guy's like, the guy gives the funniest answers. Did you see that, John?
I've seen that, yeah.
Dudes are walking around in Amazon vest. Talking about, yeah, we're financial analysts.
That's crazy, dude.
Right. Sure.
Like, Out.
And you're taking advice from that guy about investing and about trading. That's absurd. And then you hear me and you go, ah, man, this guy doesn't take too many trades. Let me block him. Let me listen to my coworker. Crazy.
Yeah, well,
You guys are crazy. You guys got way more faith than I do, if that's the case.
doesn't make sense, though.
You know what? This guy talks too much. He doesn't trade enough. Let me go listen to my coworker here.
Who has terrible results.
He'll surely know how to guide me. The guy goes,
bro,
do you know who
can I
your
park?
broker is? He goes, Donald Trump or something. Oh, snap. Too funny.
Like, just say you're not a trader. Like,
Hey, just be like, you know, I'm trying this on the side. I don't know much about it.
hell. Dude, can I LARP your car?
I said, what do you mean by that, bro? Because that sounded gay as you know what to me. Don't come at me like that, bro.
Yeah.
Got some random 15-year-olds talking about does my hair look good? Can I LARP your car? That's insane. I'm about to LARP you over the highway, dude.
But me and Nick looked at each other like, what does that even mean?
Drinking too much tap water out here.
Dude, for real.
Keep your kids away from tap water.
When you're doing your grocery shopping, just walk past the purified water. And pick up the spring water instead. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't care what you guys do.
Do whatever.
Yeah, envy.
All right, 5 minutes on the 15 closure. Could we wait up for the TTE squad here today? John, good thing we didn't let you drink the tap water, bro.
No, thank you, bro. Shout out to you and my fam. Yeah, that's right, Richard. I'm not tuned in with the fellow Gen Zs. That's right.
Did I make all my money this month in Asian? I think I made some money outside of New York. In New York, but just not on the live stream. Yeah, I basically sucked at trading last week. So, yeah, lost some trades last week. Still recovered and end of the day profitable. No trades on Monday. No, one win, one loss there on, or what was it again? 2 losses. 2 wins on Monday between Asian and New York, and then Thursday I did really good, and then Friday just kind of won this trade too, which kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, bro. Hey,
So
bro,
I
if
haven't
that's a
really
bad
done
week
too
for
much
you,
this month.
that's a bad week for you, bro. If that's a bad week for you, you're doing great.
Yeah, it's basically a bad week, man. Yeah, last week was tough. Not gonna lie, it was pretty tough. Couldn't really get a good read, and then this trade was a winner, but I ended up taking a loss on it pretty much. My timing was off on my profits. Oh, look at this. Back down
You're
we
still
go.
green.
Back down we go.
Damn. For anyone to be like, I had a bad week and their week turned out to be green, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, market was just tough last week. You know, I was still
Depending on your
Yeah. Just a little tough last week, that's all. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
I should have took partials. Yes, I should have. But you know what? At the same time, I don't even want to agree with that because I have my reasons to have held on Friday. But yeah, basically the playbook gave the profit, you know, and it was just me kind of trying to hold a little longer based off of where the higher time frames looked like they should have been going, right? So yeah, playbook won. I think I lost that trade. But it was still a great trade. Most of you guys should have took profits because a lot of times y'all take profits before me. So on that one, you guys should have definitely taken something. But yeah, man, that was a good trade. Where was that trade? That was a 30-minute, or was it here?
What happened? You just didn't take profits at resistance or something?
Oh, you weren't at the. That's right. You weren't on the stream on Friday.
Oh yeah, Friday. Yep, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I think.
Basically, this happened right here. Wah.
Damn, bro. Honestly, you want to look at?
Buy position.
Damn.
Price moved
Yeah.
up. Literally, 4 hour was breaking highs, daily breaking highs, 30-minute inverted celery. 30-minute celery, and then we just fell short. So we did tap our level though, for where most of y'all educated traders who are trading the strict playbook should have taken profits there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Then it pulled back and just dropped down.
Dumb, but it was all good.
Drop
Still
down.
Still got profits this week. You're
Yeah,
having
still
an
made
incredible
money.
year.
Still made
Having an
some money.
incredible year. When you're having such a good year like you are, it's okay to do that.
Yeah.
Every now.
Yeah, and again, I had reasons, right? Everything was pushing up. Everything was bullish. It was 9:30, so
Yeah.
everything looked pretty good. I just,
Maybe
once
for-
that candle closed, I was like, all right, we might be in trouble now. Like, was not expecting that candle to close like that, especially as the 30, this right here, was a 30-minute celery. The break of that high.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
So I give it a shot to run.
Okay, good stuff. Anything can happen, right? So, good work. Followed your plan.
Anything could happen. Yeah, it made sense in terms of higher time frames. Yeah, so I think either decision, like if you made the decision to close your partials at resistance, that's probably the better one. But then if you did hold on a bit, then I understand that too. I understand.
You followed your plan, W.
Basically, me looking back on it is I'm still cool with it because I was, from the beginning of the trade, I was looking for the bigger push. It wasn't like I started looking for that bigger push while I was in the trade. As long as it was planned, like John said, then I'm cool. I'm cool with that. All right, look at this on Goldie. Straight back down we go. Wow, close at the bottom of the range here. No bueno. 1 hour broke the highs, just dirty. NQ, what are you doing? What are you doing?
NQ, what's up, man?
Did we close below here? I might be sample sizing this.
NQ needs therapy.
NQ closing
Be its
below
therapist.
here. Yeah, I might have a sell stop. I'll probably sample size this a little bit. But let me see that 4 hour. How much time we got left? 15 minutes on the 4 hour. Yeah, let's wait. Let's wait for 15 celery, 4 hour closure. Possible good move here coming down. I'd like to see, I think this 4 hour probably going to leave a wick here, right? So for the next candle to follow. So we may not move down at the moment. We might, but we might wait here, leave a wick on the candle, and then really drive down on the next one. But nothing's here to stop it. So 1 hour just tap support though. That's my thing. Yeah, I'm going to hang tight. I'll wait for that. If this 30 closure can happen below, you'll also get a 4 hour closure, and I think that would be much better. You get a 15-minute celery there too. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, NQ can make a move here today. And then gold, we got nada. Nasty move.
I'm chilling, man. Chilling like a villain over here. No trades, no setups, no trades. Simple in flow state.
Yep. Yeah, NQ is very volatile at the moment. Yep. Am I trading NQ on my live account now? Not really, but I probably will start to. Yeah, I think I only took one trade on the live account with NQ. What's up, bro? Don't be barging in here like that, bro. Kids barging here like they were the feds. What's going on here? Go, go, go.
I need to see those kiddos, man.
All right, it's been a minute.
Trying to give them a big hug.
Yeah, bro, they're amazing.
I know. Yeah, I missed him. It's been a couple months. How was the city yesterday?
Oh, it was good.
Nice,
yeah, it was
man.
good.
Eddie Sam's.
Yeah, we hit Eddie and Sam's up, so that was fun.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah. Walked
Yeah,
around a little
barbecue
bit.
chicken.
Went to the park. Gave out some, you know.
Yeah, some
And it was
Benjamins.
good.
Did
That's a good time.
you get barbecue chicken?
I got a white slice and a barbecue. Yep.
Fire.
Fuego.
Fuego.
Yeah, you haven't been down there in a while, right?
Nah, man, I haven't. I gotta go down there soon. Stop at Eddie's and Sam's.
The good old Eddie and Sam's, baby.
Bro, there's some great restaurants down there in Tampa. Just gotta go down there more often, honestly.
Yep.
For food.
I still want to go to that barbecue spot, but supposedly it's like so hard to get into.
Barbecue spot. Which one?
It's like a remember we tried to go there like 2 months ago, 3 months? No, maybe like 4 months ago now.
In Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one.
So that spot I heard is really good.
Got you. Yeah, I need to try more spots. Definitely.
Hard to believe tomorrow's going to be different after 3 years with no payouts. Definitely, if you don't change, nothing will change. So hope alone, my mentor would say, is not a strategy. Most people just hope things are going to change, but they never do, So if it's been 3 years of no payout, that doesn't mean that you're doomed. I mean, I didn't get a payout for 3 years, but it does have to, it does mean that you probably have to, get an honest review of what's going on in your trading career right now. I mean, you are the owner, right? You have to ask yourself, like, have I actually been following my playbook? Have I been sticking to it? Am I journaling all my trades? Am I putting a respectable amount of risk, right, on the table, whether that's up or down? Am I over trading or revenge trading? You got to ask yourself these questions. Am I chasing a payout? Here's a big one, because most people are doing this. Most of you guys are great traders. The problem is you're chasing a payout instead of building a skill. So I'll be the one to say it. Most of you guys are just chasing a payout and not focused on building the skill. But a lot of you also have been here for 6, 7, 8 months now, and it's starting to click for you, which I'm so happy. That's my prayer every day when I show up here, is like, thank you for using me to help this make sense to people, right? So they can actually start to count on something and build some results for themselves. But you really got to ask yourself those questions, man. Like, are you repeating the same mistakes over and over and just calling it bad luck and that you're doomed, right? So, and again, I don't want to say these things to discourage anyone. I want to say them to literally give you your power back, right? Because your goal should never be, oh, I want to get a payout tomorrow. It should be, hey, can I become the best version of myself, right, who follows rules for 30, 60 days straight? And then if I can do that, then I can get a payout, right? So you really want to focus on becoming the best you and the best trader you can be. And sometimes that means changing other things in your life, like getting up earlier, going to bed earlier, maybe implementing a morning routine or a night routine, or writing down your goals, or building a dream board, or getting you some stake in the game, so that way it's worth it for you to follow the plan. I think a lot of traders get in and they just don't have anything worth it, right? You think the watch is worth it, or the car is worth it, or the money in the bank is worth it, but clearly it's not if you haven't been able to stick to your playbook or stick to your strategy over the last X amount of days, weeks, months, or years. So there's gonna have to be something that's more worthy, right? Something like, I don't know, retiring your wife, taking your kids out of public school, paying off your debt, walking away from your job, right? Being able to buy your time back. Like, find something that you can really dig deep for and, stick to a set of trading rules and start to develop that consistency. Remember, it's not about intensity. It's about consistency. It's not about how hard you can go for 1 or 2 days. It's how long you can go consistently, right? So start small, trade a little less, risk a little less, journal a lot more, right? If you're going to do anything, and stop trying to make the account change your life overnight, because it just won't happen, right? Build proof that you can actually execute consistently on a trading plan, and over time, your self-image will develop and you will learn to trust yourself, trust your process, and eventually be able to move on with it. So, hey, after 3 years, things really changed for me. Around that 3-year mark, I could have gave up. It might have been easier to give up. But you know what? When things come together, brother, they come together. So you need an honest look at yourself. You need to develop some structure, some discipline, and a nice breath of fresh air and a nice reset. So tomorrow could be different for you, but it'll only be different. The only difference it'll make is 6 months down the road, 3 months down the road. You will not see those results tomorrow. So if you can work towards it, right, and be in for the long haul and not try to see results right away, then there's no doubt in my mind you can do this, man. No doubt. Just like there's no doubt. Who has 6-pack abs here? Do you guys doubt that I can get perfect 6-pack abs if I do certain things? But if I start doing those things tomorrow, will I see the abs tomorrow? Probably not, right? Probably not. But if I consistently, not intensely, but consistently go day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, do you think over the course of like the next 4 to 5 to 6 months, I could probably start to see some structure and some results of the work that I'm doing today? Probably, right? Probably. But I gotta sleep good. I gotta eat good. I gotta eat clean. I gotta train well, right? There's certain things that you have to do in order to put yourself in position to win. And I gotta be honest to myself. I'm never, Rashid, am I ever gonna get 6-pack abs eating ice cream 3 times a week? Right? Or cookies or cake or crumble? No, it doesn't matter how much work I do. Likely not gonna see any sort of abs forming if I'm still putting that stuff. So you could be trading really well, following your system all the time, but if you take revenge trades or FOMO trades within them, right? If you cheat on the diet or cheat the game, then what do you think is going to happen? So you just set yourself back and kind of shoot yourself in the foot. So try not to do that and try and get a really good, honest look at what is going on in your life, in your trading. Why are you doing this? What are you looking to accomplish? And set those things in stone, so that way you can really get to work on something that that could be significant for you. Got to get rid of what's not healthy for you. Yeah, same deal. Like when you're talking about finances, you got to get rid of the brokey stuff. You got to get rid of what's not wealthy for you. Just like in fitness and diet, you got to get rid of what's not healthy for you. All right, gold. We're going to get a 4-hour closure. What did NQ do? Nothing? Ooh, staying put for us here. Okay. All right, we got 3 minutes on the closure, and we'll get 4-hour closures coming up now. But yeah, bro, I hope that helps, man. I hope that helps. So you got to be a long-term thinker. You got to be your own cheerleader, man. Successful individuals, they don't look for approval of others or uplifting. Some people just feel the need for too much encouragement. But as a entrepreneur, as a successful individual, you got to be able to encourage yourself, inspire yourself, get up yourself, right? Wipe off the blood yourself and get moving. NQ? Yeah, NQ look good and gold look good. Or gold doesn't look as good, but NQ is looking pretty good. Remember, gang, I did this trading thing for over 3 years before I ever made $1. And also remember that up until 5 years ago, everyone around me believed I was a complete failure. Outside of my wife, Johnny Gems, and maybe a couple others.
Facts.
So
My
where
whole
could you
fam
be
thought he was
5 years
crazy.
from now? You just never know.
It's facts, man. For a decade straight, our whole family thought Nick was crazy because he was not doing what everyone else was doing, right? He had his own dream and his own plans, and he went about it, but people looked at him like he was crazy because of it, because it wasn't the normal thing to do, right? But yeah, that's all facts right there.
Yep. When you're going against the crowd, you got to be willing to take a couple tomatoes, right? You know, at a comedy show, they'll throw some tomatoes at you. Can you handle them? Can you handle them? All right, let's see what happens here. 2:02 on the clock.
Yep.
2:02. Excuse-itis. Yeah, excuse-itis gotta go. It gotta go. Just think about, hey, you know, if I could become the best version of myself, what would I do? You know, and then just start thinking about those things and trying to implement them little by little. Doesn't have to be any crazy, massive, drastic change, right? It's little changes that really ultimately kind of get you on a path to victory.
Little things make the biggest difference, bro. Just like the compound effect, right? Like how small steps, just taking small steps consistently will over time turn into big leaps, right? And big steps. Yep. And I think that's how it is with the little things. They make the biggest difference over time in anything.
Yeah. Excuse-itis gotta go. Facts. You literally can't blame them. They just wanted the best for me, right? And they didn't know. They thought the best would be to work a job and get a guaranteed income and, you know, whatever. So that's why I couldn't even be mad at them, right? Who am I to be mad that people don't believe me? Who am I to even care whether or not people believe in me? But as humans, you know, naturally we want some of that, I don't know, that compassion, right, from other people. But you ain't gonna get it most times, you know, unless you have great parents and, you know, a good group that you come from. I mean, you're probably not going to get a lot of that, so you got to do it anyway. NQ turning right back around. Whoa. Figured that 4 hour would leave a bottom wick. Wowzers. Big pullback.
That 4 hour close below the range.
All right, let's have a looky here on gold. So we get a 4 hour closure. We did close below the zone, which is very nice. Nicely done, gold. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is also closing below. So you got a closure below on the 1 hour. 30 gets a little choppy. 15 gets a little whatever. So I like the sells. I like catching them much better up here, right, versus down here. So if we can anticipate the 4 hour top wick being formed, right, then what we want to see is maybe even get into a selling opportunity around 88, 86 here. That way we can kind of bank off of the clean range that gets pushed up and then boom, right, start taking it back down after that 4 hour top wick has been in place. So let's see about all that. If not, you know, a clean closure, I guess below would work. You'll have all this clean range here plus a wick to fill. So other than that, I'd much rather get the buys up here. So let me draw what I mean by that. So let's say these candles can kind of move up. All right, you kind of get a 1 15-minute candle, maybe even another one that kind of closes below the range, and then we look for this opportunity here where now you have a 4 hour top wick in place. You have 15-minute structure, and then instead of taking the sell down here, right, we can actually look to sell from up top and close partials down there as that 4 hour candle makes its top wick, right? We'll basically be selling from here, right, as that candle is trying to move down and fill the wick. So that's kind of the plan here for this new 4 hour. If we can't make that big pullback, then it's pretty simple, you know, just wait for resistance and then sell. Sell ski. And then range 2 buys look pretty good.
Same plan. Looks good.
NQ was tripping. Yeah,
That's why 4-hour closure is super important, because you know that could determine whether or not we pivot or change up our bias, you know, in the session.
Yep. 4-hour with no bottom wick. I mean, it has a bottom wick, but it's not the best one, but it's definitely there. So I stay bearish pretty much, but I'll also be open for a range 2 buy. And then I have no idea what NQ did. NQ just flipped bullish on I think on the 4-hour there, right? Oh no. So we closed bear. 1 hour closed above. So again, this is probably where your 4-hour top wick's going to come and play. And then basically once we get a closure back below, right, now that 4 hour is likely ready to go. So you're just ranging at the moment on NQ. So you got resistance here, you got a support. We need a 4-hour top wick. It would be awesome if we can pop a little bit and then close back below the range, and then the sells are going to be looking pretty good. Hardest part about trading is not losses, it's your ability to receive without efforts, without making it hard. Yeah, I mean, that's actually pretty deep. Yeah, a lot of traders are not, you know, not only addicted to winning, they're actually, believe it or not, they're actually addicted to struggling. Right? They've basically been conditioned to believe that, you know, if it doesn't feel hard and stressful and emotional and exhausting, that they didn't earn it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Me and Anna were talking, and we say, you know what? You don't really have to struggle in life to win big. Everyone thinks you need to struggle. Everyone thinks that life has to be so hard and that you have to earn it and that you're filthy and dirty. You're a dirty, you know, like, it's just like, what? Like, since when did we have to go through some crazy struggling? But the Matrix knows how to program us literally from birth, right? So we've all been conditioned to believe that if it didn't, you know, if it wasn't hard, if it didn't take a lot of time, if it wasn't exhausting, then it wasn't worth it. And it's just crazy because it's a, believe it or not, bro, I'm glad you bring that up, because that's probably, and that has a lot to do with one's self-image, right? And that's why a lot of times you'll get to a payout or about to be at a payout, and you literally just, you fall behind, right? You fall all the way back. Who is this? You start falling all the way back, right? Because you've just been conditioned for it to be hard. So if it was too easy, you shoot yourself in the foot, you overtrade, you make it tougher. Who watched Rory at the Masters? Man just made it so hard on himself, right? And a lot of times that's what we do as individuals, whether it comes to trading or just any area in our life, being a great boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, son, daughter, mom, dad, right? We all seem to fall short. But that seems to be a little bit of conditioning, you know what I'm saying? So you really don't need to, you know, get into some drastic drama in order to win big in life. Is that a lot of times why they interfere in management? Yeah, that could be. Yep. So like when a clean setup shows up, it's very simple, right? The winner doesn't overthink it. He just follows the plan. But, you know, that individual who struggles with that self-image in a way, when the trade goes into profit, they tend to interfere with it and cut it short, or, you know, cut it late, whatever it is, right? And then they get exactly what they programmed themselves to get. Yeah, exactly. Yup, everything is basically designed to keep your attention. What in the world? Who is hitting me up? All right. All right, I hope that makes some sense. Anyways, 4 hours starting to move back up here. Perfect top wick. So, yeah, let's wait on the 15 closure here. Again, I don't mind taking buys. They just have to pretty much be a range 2 buy.
Good though. It's a nice push up here. Start of the, you know, move coming back down from the top.
Yep, I like it. How to make it simple? I mean, you just look. I mean, you did the work before the trade, right? So you planned your trade. You've already studied. Let's say you studied the playbook. You studied entries. You studied the system. Number one, right? So that means that now you plan your trades before you trade them. You journal them. You wait for the right opportunities. You follow your rules, right? And your job is, again, not to receive an outcome. It's to put on a performance. So if you can kind of start with that, I mean, I think that's going to be your best, your best option and easiest starting point. Most traders, they don't need a better strategy or anything, right? They just need to learn how to, I don't know, just receive profit and prosperity without guilt, to be honest. Range 2 of current 4-hour previous range. Range 2 can happen really anywhere. If we can get a nice little resistance here, and then a closure that pops above, then boom, 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 boom. We get a little range 2 there. Yeah, I would just say we don't have to get above any of this. Let's say this candle melted all the way down too, and it closed down here. So the range 2 doesn't have to be way up there. Let's say that this candle comes down and closes like this. And then all of a sudden now you get this bearish candle to come in and close here. All right, now you got a little bit of a range. I think now, as long as we can close back above, we can take the buy. So it doesn't have to be up here or up there. It just has to be strong right here. All right, and then we can start taking the buy, moving ourselves up. A lot of clean range should go up here. Yeah, that's the thing too. A lot of people think our strategy is too simple to be profitable, and it literally goes right over their head, fans. Literally. Sometimes the most simple thing goes right over most people's head. Everyone acting cool here until they're in drawdown? Yeah, word. What's up with that? What's up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all? It's all good until we get into a trade. Yeah, where'd you guys go? We're missing the Viking. I don't know. Last time I checked, he wasn't. Oh, let's see who's here. Let's see. Oh, I see Rafi here. I see McNally here. Let's go. McNally, change your shorts and get in the game. Let's go. What up, Gareth? What up, Rafi? Great to see you, boys.
Yo, happy week,
Hello,
family. How we doing? How you
up,
guys
boys?
feeling?
Phenomenal.
Johnny,
Amazing.
welcome back.
How you doing?
Thank you,
Good
brother.
afternoon, John.
Thank you. Good afternoon, boys. Good morning. Hope everyone's feeling good. Hope you guys had a good weekend.
Beautiful weekend, brother. Beautiful weekend. How was yours?
Awesome, man. Same here, bro. Beautiful as well. Blessed and highly favored. Grateful to be here.
Ready to get back to the game.
Yes, sir. Ready to crush this life thing. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
How we doing, Clubhouse? How we doing? How we feeling? You guys got
Goldie.
anything in London this morning?
Goldie giving us all these ideas, and we're scratching them. We're
Monday.
scratching. Well, that's a 4-hour top wick, yeah?
Yep.
Norbin, I didn't want to take a long because price is ranging. 30 minutes chalked, and the 4 hours bearish. 15 minutes just ranging here a little bit. What you guys do this weekend? Anything good?
I just stay here. I had a bunch of calls on Saturday, but yeah, Sunday I was just here, just hanging out with the little one.
W webinar. W Webby.
Hey.
Do you guys like being in that state? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Would you guys
It's
do
addictive.
some
Very
meditation?
addictive.
Isn't that doesn't it almost feel better being there than here? It's crazy.
Isn't that nice?
Very nice. What up, Sam, man? How are you, bro?
Sam, man, what up? Yeah, man. I love when we do those meditations all together too.
Yeah,
Nice.
this one was I mean, there are so many ways to do this exercise. I mean, this practice, but it was more of a visualization / emotional encounter, just to be able to, see these things, feel these things. Basically, kind of like incorporate the visual with the tactile and being able to actually feel it in the body, feeling
Yeah,
the
no, that
secret,
was
as
fire.
you already know. Yeah.
Yeah. So how many different types of meditations are there? You got visualizing, feeling, right? Or how would you describe it?
I like daydream.
Yeah, there's all kinds. I guess it's just what you want to do, There is like awareness meditation, there's, observation meditation, there's vipassana, there is transcendental meditation, there is, walking observation meditation. There's all kinds. I guess it's just, what you want to focus on. And what we talked about in that webinar is just being able to just put into practice the visualization, and sometimes people just focus on the outcome. And the outcome could be something that you work on, but it just depends on how you approach it. Because if you attach too much focus onto the outcome, then you are attaching outcome attachment. So, just the process, also a visualization process. It's just like you seeing yourself and feeling yourself doing the thing, And this is what majority of athletes do. Whenever they're working their techniques, they start visualizing their techniques from where they did it in practice, from what they feel they need to do here in the game. And that's one of the most powerful, more common ones, because that's what we do, right? You do the process. And without the process, you don't have outcome. So when you start visualizing that, the body and the mind already kind of sync together and know, oh yeah, we've been here, we've done here before, and it's a lot easier. And that's the reason why whenever you start visualizing these things before you get into the arena or the environment state, the mind knows that we've been here already. It's nothing new, So like when you don't do that, when you're practicing, there's no pressure. So whenever you get into a pressure environment, you're like, ooh, I've never been here. So there is a little detachment there, right? So it's just being able to sync everything in the right state. So whenever you get to the right state, it's just been there before. You've done it before.
I love it, bro.
That's the reason why we say, like, if you can do it once, you can do it twice. You see what I'm saying? So like if you constantly do it in the mind and you visualize you being in the crowd, you hear the crowd, you feel the crowd. And then whenever you come into the crowd, you've already been there. The mind knows what to do at that point. So now you don't let emotions dictate what your performance does. Similar here.
I love it, bro. Amazing. It makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
It makes a little sense, but a lot of people don't understand that. And that's the problems that we have. It's not knowledge, it's actually applying the thing. We don't have a knowledge problem. It's an application issue that we have.
Facts, bro.
Got to apply. Got to apply. Yeah, it's crazy how many different type of meditations you can really do. Like breath work,
Yeah.
I
stillness.
know,
I like
There's so many
stillness.
things, yeah.
Stillness is dope because that's nothing. That's not even really, you're not trying to visualize anything at that point. You got no music, no nothing, just almost not even observing. You are observing, your thoughts, of course, but like it's almost trying to shut that out too when it's like stillness. And then you got prayer meditation, which is good too.
Exactly.
Visualization, which I love. I love gratitude meditation as well. Just spend some time in gratitude. And then mantras.
Gang,
Mantras are pretty good.
The reason why I say that, there's many different kinds of meditation is because life is a meditation itself. You're constantly in a certain state. You're constantly observing. If you're not observing what is happening out there, you are engaging in observing your own thoughts or your own states, right? So life itself is a meditation. Now, which direction you choose to take it to, that's up to you, and that's up to what you want to work on, right? Like, for example, like Nick does a lot of visualization, and that's absolutely great. But you might have Johnny that does stillness prayer meditation. That's absolutely great too. They're two different people and they work on two different things, right? So it's just like what kind of meditation you want to do. And for me, it's just awareness meditation, visualization, and prayer meditation. That's what I do majority of the time. And that's the reason why I love running. Because when you run, you have nothing going on but focusing on one thing, your breath. That's a meditation right there. So if you can do that and you can actually observe what is happening, and when you start observing what the body does and how it feels, it's a beautiful meditation practice.
Beautiful.
Yup.
It really is. It really is. Sometimes you gotta just chill in gratitude, man.
Yeah.
Don't even think about anything, ask for anything, nothing. Just thankful for what you got.
That's the formula to being happy, bro.
Sometimes just going out there, sitting in the patio, and just focusing on feeling the wind on your skin, that's a meditation.
What's crazy too is you can regulate your whole nervous system, your entire body in about 5 minutes. And no one does it. It's like you got 24 hours an entire day. And you could find like what, how many hours? Like 4 hours of that to scroll on social media. Just open up your phone, swipe to the right,
Nuts.
and look at how much time you dedicate to your phone, and then ask yourself, man, could I dedicate 5 minutes to my nervous system, which basically governs my entire life? Because, you know, if you can't do that, then what's the chances you're going to be able to stick to your plan and, you know, act all composed all the time? Too cold in Alaska? Not for Wim Hof. That boy Wim Hof. $30-minute coming back up to where we were looking at it earlier.
Yeah, I think that's setting up for us.
NQ looking good too. If we can close back below, a 4-hour candle may have plans of returning for a wick fill. Yeah, I like sells below here on NQ. John, how was North Carolina? You didn't get to see it, did you?
I did, yeah. I checked out a few houses and checked out the area that I was looking at, and yeah, I mean, it was nice. That's really all I did.
Gotcha.
And slept there overnight as well.
Gotcha.
Yep. It was Morrisville, Lake Norman area. That's the area I was looking at, and I was at right this weekend. Nah, I stopped in Virginia. Richard. I also stopped in Virginia. No, I'm kidding.
Virginia.
That's an inside joke. If you didn't get it.
How you doing, Gareth? See you thinking, man. You're cooking something over there. Share with class.
What you thinking, bro? What's going on?
What are you
there?
thinking about, man? Making millions?
No, yeah, making millions, my friend.
Get it.
No. I'm just.
Yo, how was your dad's birthday, bro?
Yeah, it was really good, man. We went to a restaurant and he got these, what were they called again? What are the beef Wellingtons? Yeah, and they were
Nice.
crazy good. I was able to pay the bill, so that was probably one of the most expensive
Hey,
dinners I was
okay.
able to cover. But it was
Love
a
it.
really good
Awesome.
moment.
He said, "Dad, give me that." Did you have to fight him
give me
for
that
it?
check. Give me that
I
check.
love it.
Yeah, my dad's Irish, man, so very, very big sort of
Yeah.
masculinity behind him.
It doesn't
so
matter
it
how
was a
much you
fight,
make. He's
but-
like, "I'm paying."
Yeah.
That money be doubling, bro.
Let's
yeah,
go.
that's it. No, but
Isn't it pretty cool?
Yeah.
Buying the birthday dinners and
course.
just laughing about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have
amazing.
had to close my eyes for it, but 100. So we got two beef Wellingtons for the table, $150 a piece. So it
go.
wasn't a cheap one, that's for sure.
Let's go.
Beach.
It's all cheap, brother.
That's it.
It's all cheap.
Love it, bro. Very inspiring, man. Keep up your great work.
Money only has value in the mind.
Yeah. Hey, like I always say, you know, money only has the value you give it, basically, and that correlates with how much time it takes to get it. So, you know, if it only takes you a little bit to go make money, I mean, that dinner probably took you one trade, maybe two trades. So maybe 15 to 30 minutes out of your life. So that's why, you know.
To be fair, the little 20 pips here today, and we'll cover that back. So
there you
not
go.
stress.
A nice trade here covers dinner.
Yep. Love it, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
So
No,
when someone,
I
someone,
wouldn't have been able to do things like that a year ago. So when the opportunity arises, it means a lot.
yeah, I love it.
Bro, when I was in Bali, one good trade just covered the whole month of massages.
Literally.
All right, I'm off to Bali, bro.
Bali living.
No, I'm being real. I'm being real. Like one good trade will cover the whole month. 3 times a week.
Yeah, bro.
Good stuff.
The only problem is all the guys in Bali can't take one good trade.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Oh man. 1,000 viewers, only 500 likes. Wow. Word, Rashid. Wow. That's chat. That's messed up. 500 of you guys didn't like it? That's crazy work. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If you guys can, give the stream a like here for me. Sub to the channel. By the way, we're giving out money. Huh? Yeah, we're giving out money on some of our next vlogs that we're doing. So I'm just going to put that in there. A little hint. I'm going to give you guys a couple hints throughout the vlog on how to make the money. Yeah, so basically, while I vlog, anything I make trading, I'm going to try and withdraw most of it and give back to some of the community and stuff. Yeah. Only if you drop a comment on my vlogs, though. You know, like them and share them and support. 500 likes for a giveaway? Maybe. 1,000 likes, man. We used to get 1,000 likes before 9:30 when I was putting the pressure on y'all. I haven't been putting the pressure on lately.
You haven't, bro.
All right, we're coming back down here now on NQ. So we might not be able to get the closure up here, but any sort of closure down here now with the 4-hour flipping looks pretty good. Boom, boom, boom. Man, oh man, what up, Profits Pilot? It's good.
Just do that, honestly. Good recommendation there in the clubhouse. If you don't like the stream after like 2 or 5 minutes, just close the stream. Then we'll just be in the clubhouse.
No.
Now you
like
gotta
it.
like, bro.
Like it, bro.
Just like
Oh, you got 5 minutes to like it. If you don't, then the stream's over. Basically.
Wow, we got 300 likes. That's quick. Wow, I love you guys. Amazing. Amazing. All right, 3 minutes on the closure. NQ trying to move back down. Let's see, 15. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Tough. Goldie's going here. 4-hour high is about to break. Wow. There go the 4-hour highs in the first 25 minutes of the new 4-hour candle. Daily coming back up now. Those are the buys that we've been looking for. Man, this buy would have been perfect if we didn't have a new 4-hour candle. All right, if that was still sitting within that old 4-hour candle, that would have been beautiful. Gold's a little chalky here today anyway. 4 hours all messed up. Can I play any instruments? Yeah, the flute. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, actually I can't. I used to, when I was younger, I used to want to drum a lot, so I got a drum set, but I never really got back into it. Yeah, I think if I was gonna learn one, it might be the guitar. Just so I can sing to my wife, pretty much. Play the recorder? Which one was that? I think I remember that one from middle school. The recorder. Is that what it was called? The recorder, right? I thought it was a flute or something. All I know is they gave us some flute or recorder. That sounds familiar now, though. Recorder. Did I watch Odyssey? Nah, what is it? Never heard of it. Hot cross buns. Oh, guitar at the campfire? Yeah, that's nice. Piano would be pretty cool. Hey Neil, I'm looking for something to do in retirement too. How about you trade, and I drum. I teach you, you teach me. Sounds like a good trade-off. Just two retired guys trying to figure it out. John, you got the flute too, right? When you were younger? Did you guys get the flute? Any of you guys?
I had one, I guess, but I didn't really use it much.
Yeah.
I got one in school, like in chorus class.
Chorus.
They gave you one. Yeah, in our school system, we did like music and stuff, so that's when I got a flute. Like
little flute.
Looking like Squidward or something.
Be a pilot. Being a pilot would be nice. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would like to learn how to fly. There's a flight school right here, but I just keep playing golf every day. Instead of trying to do something else. I'm stuck on trying to get good at golf, man.
The planes are flying over us while we're golfing.
Literally.
No,
There's a
it's
flight
funny,
school
bro.
and it just literally flies over the golf course while we're playing. I'm like, man, I should probably be up there trying to fly instead of trying to birdie this hole right now.
Green looks like a flute player. If we're talking about flute players.
Sheesh. Goldie range and 4 hour time frames chalked here.
I think
we do.
I'm chalked here.
What do we do? We moved up on NQ. So no closure below. 15-minute rejection. Oh, actually 15-minute. Yeah, this actually isn't too bad here. You don't have a 30 closure yet. Let's see, because you might make a 30-minute low. So if we can break the low and then start to pop up again, I'll actually have a sell stop here for this 4 hour wick fill. Yeah, it's not looking too bad here. We'd like to break the low first though. So that way, you know, we kind of get a 30-minute bottom wick and then start to move up and get that second break. Goldie though, yeah, literally chalked. My goodness,
That
brother.
10 a.m. open was crazy.
Guy scares the daylights out of him. Tell everyone something they need to hear today, buddy. Tell Uncle John something. You see him over there? You miss him? It's been a while since you've seen this guy.
Right. I want to see you today, Kingman.
Kingman, what's going on,
Oh,
champ?
man, bling blow. Show everyone your chain.
Damn, bro, you're fresh.
That man's too fly.
He's too fly, bro.
You gotta do it in the microphone, same thing. You ready to go now? Yeah, because I don't want you to choke on it. Yep, you can wear it out. No, mister. You're lucky that was...
Man, profitable trading is boring trading.
Yeah, facts.
My guy King
Whenever
Man
I
was
get bored
off
while
this.
I'm trading,
He
whenever
was
I'm
off this
trading, I
one.
get bored. Yeah, whenever I'm trading, I get bored. That's just like a sign to me from the universe saying, bro, you're a profitable trader. Like, you're on the path, or you're walking the path of a profitable trader. So chat, you should view that right when you get bored during your session as the same sign from the universe as me. Keep walking that path.
I like the possibility for the 30 closure below here too. Still looks good for that 4 hour to come down. Today a little dry. Yeah, I mean everything is it's in this little Monday trading range, especially gold. Gold, just nothing really, no powerful 1 hour candles. They all seem to run out, and then this candle grabbed the highs, dropped down, and then bam, just straight back up. Top G, yeah, sir. All the kids are starting to talk now, like really well.
Wow, let's go.
Yeah. Envy's got all the good images. Just waiting.
I don't know.
Just waiting. New York Chop Fest this month. Yeah, it's been choppy. Choppy. But we still got some time on the clock, so let's see if we can get anything out of maybe even NQ here. If we got a 30 rejection. We'll have like a 15 celery and 30 rejection, and that might be our last idea here for the stream. 15 celery would be good though.
Yeah, fact.
15 celery, 30-minute rejection, 4 hours still bearish. Let's see. New York choppy. Jay Coop be playing the piano, right? Piano or drums? Drums. He might play the piano too. Usually people that play one instrument play multiple. Boys, give me 1 minute, right? I'll be right back.
No worries, man.
Chat, rapid fire Q&A for John, Rafi, or Gareth.
Let's get
Just
it.
call them out on the questions. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
The
Sounds
best
good.
question wins $1,000.
Game.
Damn, bro.
By John.
Y'all got 21 questions now. Baby, if you love me now, would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still?
All right, you can ask questions, but don't give me 21 questions. All right, you may not understand that in the chat, but
50.
how you down? I'm doing amazing. How you doing?
If you know, you know. You know, Nicholas.
Oh damn! First question for Rafi.
Where is that? Oh, is it on YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Hold on. Man, I keep
You gotta
forgetting.
open that one up.
Yeah. Let me do that.
Home. I do know that song actually. 21 Questions. It's a banger. I love it. I'll bump it right now, honestly.
You know what we got here? Let me see what we got here. Where's the question at? I got a question. Who really takes the trade, the trader or the setup?
Oh,
Of course, the executor. The setup ain't clicking the button for you.
that's facts. The other question was, when are you coming back to Bali?
Next year. We're already doing all the plans. I talked already to my team. We are selling this house. We're downsizing, getting everything on a smaller place, and then next year we're heading back. So if you're there, we'll see you there next year.
Lovely.
That's in Bali, is it, Rafi?
Huh?
That's in Bali?
Yeah. So you're gonna be down the street, bro. We're gonna be able to meet.
I might have to jump over to see my boy.
You and Julia.
Hey.
I gotta see Julia out there at some point.
Lovely.
Of course, Julia. Of course. What kind of question is that?
What up, Julia?
Yeah, you have to come. Can I visit? Nah, you have to come visit.
Love it. What are some daily non-negotiables for me, and how does sizing down impact me? Well, some non-negotiables I do is follow my trading rules every single day, right, without hesitation. Get a workout in terms of my body, get a workout in terms of my mind, whether it's reading a chapter of a book or listening to a positive, encouraging audio. I like to go over a couple things I'm grateful for every single day in the morning specifically. And that's about it. And then sizing down, how does sizing down impact your trading? It really just makes you detach from the outcome, which will then again make you attached to the process. And then when you follow the process, you'll make money, because that's what the process is designed to do, to get you the desired outcome. So that's really how it will actively impact you.
All right, I'm gonna answer this question. I feel like this is a good one. When do you know you have made it as a trader? Let me tell you what, trading, just like professional sports, you don't really make it until you are done with your career. You're constantly evolving, you're constantly smashing goals, you're constantly doing something different, you're always getting better and better and better. And you're not gonna know that you made until you're actually done, until you actually say, you know what, I'm done with this. I've done great things, I've done it all, and this is it, right? That's a journey, that's a career. So I've seen a lot of traders that they think they made it, they made decent money, and all of a sudden they hit a wall and they can't make any more money, right? Did they make it as a trader? I mean, at some point, not really, because now they can't make the money, right? So it's a thing that it's a constant evolution. It's a journey. And if you truly want to be in the game, you just know that you are going to become the trader by the end. So I hope that makes sense. And it's just a thing for you to know that if you're getting payouts right now, okay, how can we be even better than that? It's not necessarily the payout, it's the consistency of being in the game. Because this game, if you think that you got to figure it out, the game is going to smack you and drown you. It's like, trying to swim in the water, trying to say like, oh, I can beat the water. You can't. It's too much water for a man, right? So this game is no different. Whenever you get cocky, it will smack you. It will drown you. So keep it simple, stay steady, keep that beginner's mind, always learning, always improving. At the end of your career, you'll know that you've made it.
stuff there. Gareth, you got a few too.
Yeah, I got one from Yogi here. Can you tell us a time when you felt there was no hope with your trading, and how did you fix your mindset at this time? Did you recollect your thoughts and get back to the grind? So, whenever things would go wrong, I never really let myself get into a position where I felt there was no hope, because maybe this was because I had good mentors like Nick and stuff around me, but I would always get back to the fact that the reason why I'm failing or underperforming is because of either flaws in my mental game or in my ability to read the technicals. So my best advice when you're struggling with like a lack of hope in trading is just bring it back to the basics, bring it back to trying to understand what you're doing wrong, rather than putting so much pressure on like it needing to happen now. Like I would always just reset my mind and just be like, look, this is what I want to do, and I just need to make sure that I'm putting one step in front of the other every day to get myself on track to where I want to be, and then do that for 6 months to a year, and it all kind of just falls into place day after day.
Yep. Facts, bro. What are some of the goals and dreams? All right, bet you want to answer?
Yeah, I need to answer to this one. Tyler wrote a pretty good one over here. Why is it so important to focus on developing your mindset before you can focus on developing your money? Well, let me tell you something. Everything happens in the mind, right? So when you think about the things that you truly focus on, those things will set you into a state of being, right? So if you, first of all, don't have the right mindset for you to, first of all, handle certain things like adversity, or let's talk about trading, right? Because it is a trading environment. So like if you don't have, first of all, you don't have a good mindset with money, you're dealing with money, you already are at default. You already are in a very emotional state if you don't have a good relationship with money. So your mindset around money, your relationship, first of all, with yourself, have to be checked on, right? Because if you constantly feel that you don't deserve winning, or you don't deserve money, or most importantly, I've worked with some of the guys. I was talking to this guy and he feels ashamed of having money, but he wants to have a little money. It doesn't relate, right? Like there's already a little bit of resistance here, because he doesn't want people to see him as, as wealthy and successful, but he wants to be successful. So then it's not gonna match, right? So now subconsciously, everything that you try to do is gonna be jeopardized by your deeper belief. So that's the reason why being able to explore the self is more important than you understand, because trading is simple. If you look at our strategy, it's not that complicated. And the market does three things: goes up, goes down, or consolidates. Very simple. But we have an inner force that we do not see, but we feel at times, especially whenever the circumstances comes in, like when it comes to money, you losing money, or you wanted to make all this money, but deep inside you don't feel worthy of it. It's a hidden force that you have to truly overcome. And this is the reason why we talk about identity, because all of these things, how you were raised, your relationship with money, your relationship with success, all of this will influence on what kind of outcomes you're going to have in the long run. So I don't know if that makes sense or it's too deep, but it's very important. Understanding the strategy is good, but then understanding yourself, because ultimately somebody asked today, who plays the trade, the trader or the setup? You, who analyzes, who feels, who wants the outcome, is the person who ultimately needs to be worked on, right? So that's the reason why focusing on the mindset is so powerful, because not only is it going to keep you alive, but it also is going to help you to become the person who deserves what you wanted to get, if that makes sense.
Yeah, man. That's fire. Really.
Get it. Love it.
Fire stuff. What is one uncomfortable truth about profitable trading that most traders know but refuse to accept in their behavior that that you can do everything right and be wrong. So you could do your job today and lose money, you know? I mean, you can follow your plan all month and finish the month red, you know? Like, it's just the uncertainty, I think, is hard to deal with for a lot of people. But I think that's an uncomfortable truth, knowing that you could just do your job and still be wrong.
Yo, let me add one because I think this one is saucy.
But
An uncomfortable truth. There's only one guaranteed. This guaranteed is that you're gonna lose money.
that's facts.
Now your thing is for you to figure out how to lose less. Look at this. I never said how not to lose, how to lose less. If you can figure that out, yeah, you're gonna be all right.
I like, that's a good one too. Yep.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. I see a lot of people asking about like my trading goals. Really, the only goal I have every day is to show up and follow the rules that will make the money. That's it, you know? So have more process goals in trading than outcome goals in trading. I think that will make you perform better.
Outcome, baby. Outcome goals. Outcome produces income. Has trading ever affected your spiritual aspect? I think trading is spiritual. Trading actually is spiritual, so it doesn't affect my my spiritual aspect. Everything is spiritual. Everything.
We're spiritual beings having a human experience. That's what we have. So anything that you do, like meditation, prayer, all these things, this is you kind of like in a way going back to where you belong. That's the reason why it feels so good.
Yep.
Just give that a thought. Gang, we're gonna go sign some papers here with this new property that we bought. So I'm gonna let you guys go.
Do your thing, brother.
But
appreciate you.
Yeah, stay out of
Have a
trouble,
great day.
man. Yo, for you guys over there trying to chase anything, just stay out of trouble. Just wait for the thing that is helping you to do the results that you've been getting, and just, yeah, that's it. Just stay out of trouble.
Yes, sir. Enjoy,
Awesome,
bro.
man.
W's.
Hope you have a great day.
W.
Thank you. You too, guys. Stay out of trouble.
Peace.
Peace,
Later,
bro.
What's the best way to get into the mentality of trading? Probably just stop thinking like someone who's just trying to make money today and tomorrow, and start thinking like someone who's trying to execute a long-term business plan, trying to compound a long-term investment account. And then that'll be a good shift, because most traders come in asking, oh, how long does it take to make money? Or how much money can I make? Or, yo, can we get in here? Can we get in now? I see you guys in the chat. Hey guys, we're going to wait for a closure. Price doesn't close above, but it closes bullish. Can we get in now? Right? Or I got to get a payout. Or I got to make this loss back, right? But real traders don't obsess over that. They obsess over, is my setup here? Is my playbook presenting itself? Am I emotionally stable at the moment? Can I accept this loss or the outcome in general before I enter the trade? That's the trader mentality. So you got to train yourself, to care more about the process than the outcome, just like these guys have been saying. But if your emotions go too high, right, then what happens is you get happy during your winning trades and mad during your losing trades. So the market owns you. You are the market's slave, right, if it gets you to react like that. So just like Rafi and them guys said, before every session, just chill out, breathe, review, make your plan, right, and visualize yourself staying calm and composed if you have to, and remind yourself, my job is simply execution, not to force an outcome. And then just sit down and wait for trades to fall into your lap. Boom, boom. All right, and Q might be getting this closure here. Got 8 minutes. Have I ever went on a hike? I've been on a couple hikes. We do a little hiking. What's up, Red Eye Trader? How do you know whether you're making a trading decision based off your strategy or simply trying to avoid being wrong? Basically, you know it's strategy when the decision was already made. It was already defined before either the trade showed up or the emotions showed up. So if your trade was planned, meaning your stop loss, your TP, your targets, like all that, if your setup was valid, again, as long as you're following technicals, you're simply trying to avoid being wrong. Like, there's no way to do that. There's no way to avoid being wrong at the end of the day. No one will know whether or not they're going to be right or wrong until the outcome of the trade shows up. So just know that you actually can't try and avoid being wrong. You just can't. Like, you just never know what's going to happen on any given trade. So yeah, just stop trying to be right all the time. Pretty much take good quality trades. Like, don't take sloppy trades. You want to be right on most of them, but try not to get too picky to where you never execute on anything.
Yeah, I like to say too, like, give yourself a W or L on the day, not based on your P&L, but based on your performance and how well or how disciplined you were, to your system.
Yeah. Someone asked me the other day, how do I get my focus more on performance over profits? I say no performance equals no money, dude. No performance equals no profits. This should be easy now. You don't perform well, you won't make money. Yeah, you can make money real quick. Anyone ever made money last year? Just maybe for a month or two, but then haven't been able to make any money since? All right. Do you want to depend on a career like that? Right? Or do you want to finally start to focus on performance? That way you can do this long term. That's the big question. All right, NQ, we're trying to catch these sells, and it just keeps running up and down without us. But we're going to get a big closure here on the 1 hour in 5 minutes.
Any interest on gold with it not having a 4-hour lower?
Well, yeah, gold, I have this 4403 zone here. So maybe a fake out back below.
Yeah, I like that.
That's good.
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. 15 minute, that wasn't an inverted celery. That was kind of just like a crappy bullish closure. Like, wick is the same size on both sides. Nasty closure. An inverted celery is this. Not this. Slippage a thing in futures? A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Yep. Yeah, this one just a little too, like, you got too much wick on it, too much top wick, too much bottom wick. It doesn't look like a nice rejection candle. I mean, it's still, it could still work, but it's not the best candle when it comes to the inverted celery idea. All right, 1 hour closure coming up here, man. Look at that rejection. Might be able to fill that wick here. Goldie or NQ? What do you guys want to do? Or both?
You already know.
Gold might throw an inverted celery here, actually. If we can close bearish below, like that, that would be clean. See how on this one the rejection wick is much larger than the wick down here? And the body's still good. The body you want to kind of be weak, but that rejection wick is what you really want to see out of that inverted celery. Boom, 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 boom. right, 2 minutes on the closure. Later, Tyler. Have a great day, bro. Enjoy that visit. I wish I still had my grandparents. I loved visiting them though when I did.
Peace, Tyler. Have a great one.
My grandparents are some real ones, man. When the markets are like this, I know it's not a reflection of my ability, but I still find myself doubting whether or not I could be successful. Yeah, I mean, even when you logically know the market is choppy, emotions can still come in because we're here trying to catch a trade, you know? So it's like, even though you know the markets are choppy and they're not that familiar in terms of price action, some of us still get emotional because we can't get in. And it really goes back to what we talked about earlier about us feeling the need to struggle to make money or to put in the work, right? Or do something, right? In order to make money here, but it's just a totally different style of income. So I get it, you know, even me, like, especially when I'm the one running the stream and hoping I can maybe call a good trade for everyone here every session, right? It's like, when will price give us something good? And, you know, some traders are going to get emotional even though they know it's not a good market environment or at the moment it's choppy, and, you know, kind of make emotional decisions based off of that. But you got to try and really separate yourself and separate the market condition from your own self-worth or, you know, ability to trade well or something like that. So just because the markets are, I mean, look at me. I haven't taken many trades. I've even taken losing trades. But imagine if I let that get in the way of who I am as a trader, my self-worth as a trader, right? Imagine I let the market condition get in the way of my own self-worth. So, you know, a slow, difficult market sometimes, or even a rally one, isn't necessarily like, and because you can't get in, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't trade. It just means it's a season that requires more patience and discipline and being a little bit more selective and having a little bit more emotional control, you know, during your session. And remember, the real question is, the real question isn't, did I make money? Bro, this guy Kingston just keeps barging in on me, scaring the daylights out of me. Yes, bro, yes. All right, no closure on gold. Let's take a look at NQ here. Oh, wow, no bottom wick. Yeah, nothing wants to. So here's a perfect example. So the question now comes, let's say we end the stream right now. The question now isn't, did I make money today? The question is, did I follow my plan? Did I preserve my capital? Did I avoid forcing any trades? Did I follow my rules? Did I sit on my hands, right, when the market wasn't clean and wasn't producing anything? I remember Raja would tell me all the time, Nick, you got to wait for familiar price action to take trades. If you don't see familiar price action, then you do not get in the market. It's that simple. And once that finally clicked for me, you know, it made the world of a difference. So I realized, like, the market doesn't necessarily reward peace. The market doesn't necessarily reward, like, the trader who can win in the slow seasons, but more so survive, right? Because, you know, once those seasons come out and the breakout happens, things really get going. But, all right, gang, it's like 11 here, and we haven't gotten much, and it's Monday, and yeah, probably not gonna find anything with this 4-hour chop here. So we had a couple good ideas, especially the buys earlier, but we just couldn't get the buys on the break of the high there, or at least the close above. So we did get that 1-hour break of the high, but good thing we didn't participate in that. So 5-minute rule kind of saved us from probably getting stopped out here, and yeah, new 4-hour kept us out of that long there. So I don't think we've got much. I like the closures back below. If you can range a little bit here, I think we might be able to bounce off that 4-hour resistance, get a closure, and then start moving down. So that's pretty much it. Other than that, the NASDAQ closed a no bottom wick there, so that's going to be pretty tough to get our hands on anything now when it comes to these 4-hour sells, because candles are now closing with no bottom wicks. 1 hour is ranging, and it's just looking dirty here. Looking dirty, but good sesh. Good sesh. Great questions towards the end. I don't know. Who do you guys think gets the best question of the session award? We'll figure it out tomorrow. Yeah. yeah. I'll go through the questions later. Yeah, my little guy wants me to play with him. He's like, come on, let's go play with some toys and stuff. So that is pretty much it, gang. Keep in mind what we said. Don't rush anything. Don't force any trades today. Just map out a plan. My plan is a closure back below on gold. I like NQ consolidating. I'm going to remain bearish until maybe a range 2 breakout here. But I'm going to try and catch a trade by the end of the day. I really am, because I'm vlogging. So I'm trying to catch some good trades on my vlog. So I'm not going to force anything. But if a good setup shows up and it's familiar, then we'll be in there. So best of luck for the rest of the day, my friends. John Gareth. I'll see you guys in Asian. Yeah, Magnus, we won't see in Asian.
Brother.
Maybe.
I'll see you in Asian.
Can we get Magnus in Asian tonight? We need a little boost. We need a boost.
He won't come tonight.
He's not coming.
All right, we're putting the challenge out for the Viking to show up to Asian tonight. All right, gang, if you guys aren't in the clubhouse, come on in, join us, go through the database, go through the webinars, the course. Let's get ourselves in positions to win and meet us in Asian session tonight. If not, I'll see y'all back here tomorrow for another New York session. Clubhouse, I'll see you in Asian tonight. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys on the next sesh. Johnny Gems,
Peace, man.
Gareth, adios, amigos.
Peace. God
Peace,
bless
boys.
y'all.
See you later. Have a
All right,
good day, guys.
later, G's. Let's go. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's a pleasure being here with you guys this morning, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace, G's. Let's go. Later.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God. Come on, God made rivers, God made lakes. God made me, so you gotta pay my rate. God got holy Bible pockets on me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake, just tap to the food, I'll make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you fake your face. Pull up in the church in the rave. You know going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep on K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You don't want smoke with any. With any. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let's go, let God.
I need bass, attention on me, call me bae. Money bass, it took my soul, you buy me bae. Greed and sway, lowly, humble, which one lasts? The demon stepping, blew them thing back like Christmas past. Let go, let Christ, let go, live life. Can't help myself, you took them stripes, you took my strife. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my way. I mean it, Memphis Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning, then get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God, let me go catch my red eye.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let's go, let God. I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate, body in this political. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I go petro, metro, retro, then I escrow my residuals. It's too formidable, them golden idols pitiful. I'm burning calves like ellipticals, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, nothing mythical, need no rituals. Grace of God is on continual, my boy.
like that, remind me. If you looking for it, you know where to find me. You ain't paying for me, so you can't decline me. Can't go till the devil get behind me. Pray, throw it up, can't throw enough. Break bread with my people, we gon' pull it up. If your price too high, you ain't been lowing up. If you ain't had a ooh wee, then you can't run with us. What's the word? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee.
Let me hear you if you still feel the vibe.
Ooh wee.
Let me hear you when God did his job.
Ooh wee.
Let me hear you when God on your side.
Ooh wee. I was ooh wee. My respect for the feminine, it was minimal. God gave me another heart, it was clinical. If you sick, invite him in, he the mineral. Then he gave the family dollars, he the general. Pull up, jump out, show love, and get back in. Moving his wheel forward like I ain't got it back in. They told me think about myself and get that dough. Shh, don't put your foot in your mouth, that's tic-tac-toe. Fishing for souls on the gram, I throw the real out. Try to get rid of God and you gon' take the real out. How you put in so much work and leave the skill out? Demon got you in a sunken place, tell him get out. Looking at my sin like when the waiters bring the bill out. Can't tap dance around the truth cause it's a slow dance. Trying to get the point in your head, it ain't a so end. We let go and let God, but when we pray we hold hands, you hear me? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping, ooh wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh wee.
Let me hear you if you still feel the vibe.
Ooh wee.
Let me hear you when God did his job.
Ooh wee.
Let me hear you when God on your side.
Ooh wee. I was ooh wee.
I've been thinking about the times I was tripping outside. Could've lost my mind, but you kept me. I just wanna say that I'ma stand on 10. Work hard, asking for mercy for the things I did. And I've been thinking about the climb to the top. How it really don't matter who gon' take my spot for real. And I just wanna say that I'ma give your props. Cause when it all fade away, you really all that I got for real.
Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping, ooh wee.